The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
I'll juice you up.
No matter what anybody tells you, words and ideas can change the world.
Welcome, my friend, to the show that never ends.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Touhyville with Steve Touhy and Cheryl Touhy.
Yeah, that's just too much Touhy, isn't it?
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside. There behind the glass stands a real blade of grass. Be careful as you pass. Move along, move along. Come inside, the show's about to start. Guaranteed to blow your head apart. Last night, short, don't get your money's worth. Radio show, it happened out at the OT show. It's a rock and roll. You gotta see the show. It's rock and roll.
Welcome to Touhyville for the 20th day of February 2025. Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome into the amusement park for your mind, the carnival for your cranium, the holiday for your head. I would be your host, Steve Touhy. And that's it. Cheryl's feeling a bit under the weather today. Hopefully nothing too crazy. I think she's past the sinusitis and all that stuff, so might be a little rundown from the running around with the kids and things, but yeah, feeling a bit under the weather this morning. So we'll fly solo, hang out with you guys throughout the morning here in Touhyville. Thank you guys so much for getting your day started with us here on the Q and 98 Gold. Today on Clean Out Your Bookcase Day. My bookcases are all filled with Batman stuff, at least at home. Here, probably not a bad idea. The bookcases here at the radio station probably have quite a few things that are not needed. They're probably old. They're probably been there for a long time. All right. Introduce a girl to Engineering Day. Love Your Pet Day. I know I'm going to celebrate that. Love on my boy Ace all the time. Cherry Pie Day, not a big fan. We talked about it before on the show. I don't like cooked fruit. Once in a while, I'm okay. Cheryl makes an apple pancake that I like. It seems to blend in with the flavor. For the most part, not a big fan. I think I've tried apple pie. Don't like it. So cherry pie, not for me. I like cherries. I like pie. Just don't like them together. That's all. It's not my deal. Comfy Day. I like that. Always a good idea to be comfy. I was thinking about that yesterday. I think one of my favorite times of day, now I've got different things in different days, but one of my favorite times of day is getting into bed at the end of the day. I really like my bed, my blanket, my pillows. Just get in, settle in, watch some TV. It's very comfy. Day of Solidarity with Muslims, Arab, and South Asian immigrants. National Handcuff Day. I don't think I've ever really experienced real handcuffs. I mean, fun playing around. My dad was a cop, so I felt them. They're very heavy, real handcuffs. On this day in 1912, a patent was granted to George A. Carney for a swinging arm type of adjustable ratcheting handcuff. Carney's handcuffs were light instead of the heavy and bulky handcuffs that had been the norm, and they were standardized in size, unlike the predecessors. Since their invention, Carney's swing-through design handcuffs have been the template of handcuffs that have followed. So I wonder if they're called Carney handcuffs or if they're just called handcuffs. These are the things that I wonder about. National Muffin Day. Good day to get an Egg McMuffin. Leadership Day. Always very important to me. I even before owning radio stations, I've been in management for a long time. And probably about the last, 5-6 years, I've really gotten into learning about leadership and reading books, or listening to books, I should say, watching videos, following the people that I call the mentors that I've never met. One of which is Simon Sinek, has a lot of great things about how to be a good leader. Student Volunteer Day, Northern Hemisphere Hooty Hoo Day. So, I didn't even have to look this up. Well, I should just get the time right, but I believe it's at noon. Northern Hemisphere Hooty Hoo Day. I think everybody's supposed to go outside at noon and say hooty hoo to try and chase away winter and usher in spring. Now, of course, spring doesn't begin until March 20th. But listen, if we can put our stock in a groundhog on how long winter's going to be, we can certainly go with Hooty Hoo Day. So this is one of those Thomas and Ruth Roy ones from Lebanon, Pennsylvania. They like to, they got a bunch of different holidays. How they got them all done, I don't know. Not even sure how to get in touch with them. But if I can find a way, I will, and see if then maybe I can find out how they got all their days. We can make Touhyville Day official. Now, it's official here. It says the day is celebrated by going outside at noon and yelling, hooty hoo! So, if you remember that, go outside at noon and give it a good hooty hoo. Great American Spit Out, that's for chewing tobacco, kind of like smoking. You know, Great American Smoke Out is to quit smoking. Great American Spit Out is to stop doing chew. And World Day of Social Justice. Let's see how we're supposed to celebrate that. Doesn't say. So there you go. Those are all the things that we are celebrating here on the 20th day of February. Good morning. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning here in Touhyville. I appreciate it. Plenty of kooky stories to get to this morning. Let's get in and wrap up our poll question from yesterday, and then we'll dive into a brand new poll question in just a little bit. So stick around. Thanks for hanging out this morning.
In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call on someone who's invested in your success. I'm Christine Bogan, your Rensselaer Edward Jones financial advisor. At Edward Jones, we believe in building a complete picture of your financial life, including your unique goals and passions, so we can help you work toward achieving what's most important to you. Call me at 219-866-3788 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
So you're telling me I can get any Quiznos 8-inch sub for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
So I can order an 8-inch Baja Chicken Club for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
Or a Black Angus Steakhouse for $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Or a French dip, or a steakhouse cheddar, or a peppercorn steak.
For $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Only at Quiznos in Wheatfield, right across from KV.
$5.55 after 5 for any 8-inch sub at the Quiznos in Wheatfield. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Download the Quiznos app today.
Joanne, are you sure this is a good idea? You really want me to shoot you out of a cannon?
A buyer called and wanted to know what the roof looked like, so I'm going to get a good picture.
The team at Jenkins Realtors will go above and beyond to help you buy or sell your home. Since 1976, Jenkins Realtors have been helping the people in our community buy the home of their dreams or make that move by selling their home. Call 219-866-5908 or visit JenkinsRealtorsInc.com. Jenkins Realtors, trusted, respected, recommended.
Did you get a good picture?
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all three? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-230-2777. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-230-2777. That's 800-230-2777. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-230-2777. 800-230-2777.
Military veterans and active duty service members, you could become a certified cyber warrior with just 12 weeks of training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, and IT pros with these skills often enjoy abundant opportunity and a great lifestyle. Protect our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. GI Bill, SkillBridge, and other VA benefits are available to those who qualify. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP.
Touhyville. 2 Touhies, and that's a lot of Touhy.
What's up with you today?
I am stressing out.
I am really stressed out.
Relax, it's almost the weekend.
Really? What is it?
It's Friday Eve.
Thursday.
So how should we pass the time?
Let's listen to our favorite radio show.
That'll cheer you up.
Hey, everybody. You know what time it is.
Let's do a show.
That's here, right now.
Showtime! Welcome to Touhyville. Steve Touhy with you here, hanging out on a fun time Thursday. Thanks for getting your day started with us here on the Q and 98 Gold. We appreciate it. We're also streaming on WLQI977.com, 981WIBN.com. Also on video, you can see my smiling face. Hi. You can check that out on Facebook. All of our Facebook pages, the Q 98 Gold and Touhyville. Like us all. We appreciate that. Also, we're streaming live on YouTube. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel, we'd appreciate that. It does a couple of things for us. One, it gets more people to find us, more people that want to hang out and listen to shows like this. Also, it helps us with advertisers to show the people that are listening and hanging out with us. Portion of the show this morning brought to us by Another Season in DeMont. Need a gift for any reason, head to Another Season, 605 North Halleck Street in DeMont. Like them on Facebook, follow on Instagram. I'm looking at their Facebook page now. They've got a bunch of cool St. Patrick's Day stuff. It's quickly approaching. If you need something a little lucky, they've got all kinds of shamrock stuff. A shirt that says, "Let's Day Drink," with the A being a shamrock. So fun stuff there at Another Season in DeMont. Also want to mention our friends over at Fountain Stone Theater. Visit fountainstonetheaters.com. And you can find the movies they've got there. Also, did you know you can rent out one of the theaters at Fountain Stone Theater? Yeah, play your own movie there. So check that out at fountainstonetheaters.com or download their app today. Also, when I was talking about where we're streaming video, we're also streaming video on TikTok. If you're on TikTok, you can hop on there and watch us live and follow Touhyville. We put a lot of different videos up and things like that. So, all right, let's go take a look at our poll question from yesterday. Finally, Facebook has allowed us to start doing the poll the way we used to. So they fixed that, whatever the problem was. So we were able to go back to that yesterday on a Would You Rather Wednesday, asking, would you rather do a reality show with cameras following you all the time at work or at home? 82% said at work. Forget it. Don't follow me around my house. Once I'm home, I'm in, I'm done. I don't want to be dealing with cameras all over the place. I get that. That's where I went to. I went with work. Although, like Cheryl and I were talking about yesterday, it really crosses over for us a lot. We're here when we're doing the show. We're here at work doing radio advertising and sales and things like that. Working on commercials, the folks here. And then at home, we talk about personal, but we also talk about work. It slides in and out. It's one minute we're talking about work, the next minute we're talking about real life or something with our daughters or something with the dog or groceries or dinner. and then we're back into work. So it's just part of our lives. So I think for us in that case, it would have to be one of those things where it would just be an all the time kind of reality show follow around. I've talked about before that at some point I kind of want to do a video of just kind of a day in the life where I'll walk around with the phone out kind of all day, record stuff, and then piece it all together for kind of a day in the life of all the stuff that we do. Because it's funny, lots of people, and I understand there's no way you would know this, but lots of people in the morning. One job that I had in radio was only to do the morning show. And that was very short-lived in Iowa. For a couple of years when I was in Ottawa, it was a combination of do the morning show and do a little bit of production. For the most part, it was to work on the morning show. But most of my 31-year career is your day is almost just getting started when the radio show ends, especially now as owner. I mean, we have 3 radio stations here, the Q, 98 Gold, and Bear Country, essentially run by 4 full-time people and a couple of part-time people. So we're all working lots and lots of hours. And so it's as much fun as it is to do the morning radio show. It's almost like when that's done, okay, now it's time to really get to work. Talking about the poll question from yesterday, Tina says, my home life isn't very interesting. Then again, neither is work. Donna says work. If there were cameras in my house, I'd need to hire a full-time maid. Melissa says, definitely work. It's more fun there than at home. Gina says, Stephen Show can make it exciting at home. That's very nice, Gina. But you'd be surprised. Our home life is really very tame. You would, a lot of days, you would see Cheryl sitting and watching some kind of reality show, Love is Blind, or Let's Get Married on the First Date, or something like that. And me sitting drinking a beer and watching a video about better ways to do business, or how to save your money the right way with Dave Ramsey, or how to lead with Alex Hormozy or something. So not really exciting at home. And of course, you'd see us playing with Ace a little bit. Edward says, I vote for work, but I'm not sure what work is, though. Well, good for you, Edward. You figure it out when you have time. Tanya says neither, hee. No! I think you're messing with me, Tanya. On a Would You Rather Wednesday, you can't just pick nothing. No. It's not Billy Preston. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You got to pick something. If you want to listen to me. It was close, right? All right, let's get to today's poll question. Today is Love Your Pet Day, which I love. 20% of people think their pet knows them better than any humans, okay? In a recent poll on pets, 44% of people said they consider themselves a dog person, 18% are more of a cat person, 25% love both equally, 14% are neither. So I probably spent more of my time in my life having dogs. When I was born, my parents had a dog. Had him till, I don't know. I want to say I was maybe 8 or 9, maybe 10 when he passed away. I don't even know if I was that old. And then we got another dog that was a stray that had been left at the police station for too long. It would have gone to the pound. So my dad grabbed him. Then we had a couple of cats as I was older, late teens. Then my parents had him all the way till I was, I was probably 40 by the time he passed. And then now we have Ace, which Cheryl and I thought we'd never have a dog because our oldest was allergic for her whole life. And then somehow got herself a Pomeranian Chihuahua, I think. No, Ace is a Pomchi. A Pomg, a Pomeranian Corgi was what our oldest daughter got. And didn't have any problems. But after a while, after she came in to visit from college and had the dog, we started talking about the idea of getting a dog. And honestly, I was not for it. For really all the reasons that have taken place, by the way. Because I knew I was going to be the one taking it out. I knew I was going to be the one that was, for the most part, taking care of it. I at the time, Cheryl was traveling a lot. I was worried about us going on vacations. How would we do that with having a dog? Now it's a whole thing. So there was things that I was worried about. And it took me about 4 seconds to melt when I saw Ace. When we got Ace, he was, I want to say about the size of a guinea pig. He was really tiny. Those of you that follow me on Facebook have seen the pictures. I'll probably post one today on Love Your Pet Day of like the first week we had Ace, and he could fit in the palm of my hand. He was tiny. We didn't even worry about putting him on a leash because he could barely like walk through the grass. He just kind of hopped around in the grass. Well, that didn't take long, by the way, because then when we had him, probably within a week, he was able to kind of dart off and take off, and we had to chase him down and catch him, and because he thought it was a game. So then put him on a leash, and started. Then we got a fenced-in backyard, and so on and so forth. Anyway, 20% say their dogs know them better than their friends and family. 61% of cat owners say they believe their cats know them very well. Another 29% say their cats know them somewhat well. I don't know what that is. As for the type of relationship, 26% of dog owners say they're best friends with their dog. That's what I would say. I always say Ace is my best pal. I sing him songs that are not appropriate for radio because I like to put swear words in them just to be funny for myself. 23% consider themselves a pet parent, I suppose. And we kind of talk that way about him being a pet parent, but only in because we got to take care of him. Like he's just a little guy that needs taken care of. But for the most part, we think of him as like our pal or family member. 14% say they're the owner. I don't know that I really ever say that. I own a dog. I guess you do, kind of. I don't know that it really matters how you think of them or describe them. 4% consider themselves master. 2% say they're roommates. I would have said when I was living in my other house before Cheryl and I got the house that we're in now, when I was just living on my own with Ace, I would say we were roommates. That's probably how I would refer to him as, that's my roommate. So that leads to today's poll question, okay? On all of our Facebook pages, the Q98 Gold and Touhyville, asking you today, do you have a pet? Here on Love Your Pet Day. Do you have a pet? And if yes, tell us what your pet is. So we'll update you on those throughout the morning here on the Q98 Gold. We'll take a break, come back, get to today's What's Happening.
Weather is brought to you by Jasper County REMC.
Partly sunny with a high of 24. Wind chill going to get as low as 9 below 0 throughout the day today. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low of 8. Wind chill as low as 1. Friday, sunny and a high near 28. Wind chill could hit -1. Friday night, mostly clear with a low of 12. Saturday, sunny with a high of 34. Partly cloudy in the evening with a low around 21. Sunday, partly sunny with a high of 41.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Immerse yourself in the nostalgic aroma of home-cooked meals at Royal Oak Family Restaurant. They offer a diverse menu from kitty delights to Italian fares, seafood specialties to endless options. Royal Oak offers daily specials and soups. Every Friday is a fish fry special with prime rib being offered every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Visit them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner that everyone in the family can enjoy. Royal Oak Family Restaurant in Rensselaer, where meals become memories.
Did you know that Jasper County REMC offers scholarships for local students along with fun and educational opportunities throughout the year? Whether it's learning about how state government runs and how bills become laws, to fun and educational camps along with life-changing educational adventures. To find out more about the opportunities Jasper County REMC provides for local students, visit jasperremc.com and click on the Community tab and then select Student Opportunities.
Welcome back to the pregame show. Just ahead of today's game between the Big Box Store and Kim's Hardware and Lumber, College Square, Rensselaer. Tom, on paper, it looks like it's going to be a great matchup.
Thanks, Bill. You're right. This matchup between the Big Box Store and Kim's Hardware and Lumber should be one for the ages. The box store on paper might appeal to some, but Kim's Hardware and Lumber comes into this contest led by the wily veteran Fred Kim. He's been leading Kim since 1987, and he's pretty much seen it all. This Kim's roster is packed with proven winners like Paint from Richards Paint. They might be a small regional Florida company, but they're keeping your money in the U.S. and you're getting a signature paint for a signature look. Plus, Kim's has everything you need to get your home looking the way you want it and to keep it that way. With great plumbing and electrical departments, as Fred Kim told me a little bit ago, they've got you covered from the roof to the basement. So let's head back to the studio.
Thanks, Tom. This matchup will be one for the ages and should be legendary.
Hello?
Hey, man. I need your help.
Doing what?
Well, see, I'm clearing out the garage and I need help loading my truck and taking the junk to the landfill. It should only be 3 or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 trips.
Just get a dumpster from Patriot Dumpster Service instead. It'll be faster.
A dumpster? Oh, I don't want to spend a lot on this.
Not so fast, my friend. Patriot Dumpster Service has very reasonable and competitive rates. Plus, they'll help you get the right size dumpster for your job. They drop it off, you fill it up, and they'll come back and take it away. No fuss, no muss.
How do I get a hold of them?
Just go to patriotdumpster.in and click on Book Now. Pick the dates you need the dumpster for, and it's yours for up to 14 days.
Well, that sounds easy.
Oh, it is, and you don't have to worry about scratching up your truck and getting hurt with all that loading and unloading.
Thanks. So when are you coming over?
I gotta go.
I wish my friends were as dependable as Patriot Dumpster Service.
Let the friendly and reliable team at Patriot Dumpster Service, a family-owned and operated company that puts their customers first. Patriot Dumpster Service, serving Valpo to Monticello and Catlin to Wanata and all points in between. You can trust Patriot Dumpster Service to handle your waste management needs with integrity, reliability, and a genuine dedication to your satisfaction. Visit them today at patriotdumpster.in.
Head to Another Season in DeMott to find unique gifts for friends, family, and more. You may even find a little something for you, like I always do. At Another Season, you'll find Duke Cannon products for men and Capri Blue and Swan Creek candles to make your home smell amazing. The new Patch Bar is a great way to show off your personal style. Grab patches for things like hats, jackets, and koozies. They'll get all those patches put on your items right there in the store. Explore their gourmet selection of charcuterie essentials for that next get-together. No time to water your flowers? No problem with Forever Flowers. And they don't die.
Need a gift for any reason? Head to Another Season, 605 North Halleck Street in DeMott. Connect with them on Facebook and Instagram for exclusive updates and inspiration.
Rios Granite specializes in granite and quartz countertops. You'll get luxury that matches your unique style. Enjoy an exquisite and functional outdoor space perfect for entertaining or relaxing with Rios outdoor kitchens or barbecue grill islands. Rios Granite has a diverse range of options for patio flooring that's durable for the Midwest winters and looks incredible too. Visit their brand new showroom at 8231 South 650 West, just south of St. Joe's, or explore online at riosgranite.com. Like and follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Book your appointment today. Rios Granite, sculpting stone, shaping homes. Se habla español.
97.7 The Q.
Touhyville. Double the Touhies, double the fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, we start our daily broadcast.
I want to be a DJ.
You do?
Woo!
I'm just joking around. Would you sell your sense of humor?
All right. So, okay, no, that's the radio.
Good morning.
Oh, no, it isn't.
I said morning. This attitude of yours.
That's what happens on a Thursday.
I thought it might be nice to start the show with a special message.
You are very special.
It's showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville. Steve Touhy with you here, hanging out on my own on a Thursday morning show. A bit under the weather this morning. We'll plow through, have some fun. Got all kinds of silly stories to dive into. People doing ridiculous things and just all around chit chat. Thanks for hanging here in Touhyville. Eugene is stopping by. He says, tip top of the morning to you. Good morning, Eugene. Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate it. Portion of the show is brought to us by our friends over at Jasper County Community Services. The Rensselaer Senior Center today, it's Craft with Friends at 12:15. Come and craft with friends for a $2 donation. Tomorrow, No One Eats Alone. Bring a friend to lunch. It's 11:30. Bring a friend who hasn't been there before and receive a free meal for both of you. Enjoy lunch and fellowship. Make new friends as well. That's at the Rensselaer Senior Center as well. If you want more information, call 219-866-4333. Next Wednesday, it's Carnival Games at the Rensselaer Senior Center. They're also looking for card players to join the group for lively games and fun. Pinochle, euchre, hand and foot, Monday through Friday from 8 to 3 for different card games. So to find out more, that's at the Fozzie Senior Center. Call 219-987-7909. So Jasper County Community Services is the Fozzie Senior Center and the Rensselaer Senior Center. Fozzie Senior Center in DeMott and the Rensselaer Senior Center, obviously in Rensselaer. That would make most sense with the name. And they're doing all kinds of great stuff for folks 55 and older. If you're 55 and older and want to be a part of it, just check them out on Facebook. Just look for Jasper County Community Services on Facebook or give them a call. Find out what they got going on.
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
All right, let's see what's happening. Ocean temperatures have risen for over 450 straight days, which explains Disney's new animated hit, Boiling Nemo. China has launched a mission to find water on the moon. They figured it was cheaper than getting a bottle of Whole Foods. They said, yeah, better to just go up, see if we can find it somewhere else. See if they got eggs while you're up there. See if they got eggs. A Florida woman was arrested for beating her ex with a phallic adult toy, which of course got her sent to prison because, that's against the state's penal code. Hello. Mafia godfathers have been caught on wiretaps complaining about the miserable quality of new recruits. These young kids these days, they're so dumb. They'd probably take the gun and leave the cannoli. These kids, can't teach them anything. Speaking of kids, I don't have a joke here, but Seth Rogen is adamant about not wanting kids, and I just want to say I think that's a great idea. I don't think he should procreate. No joke, just I don't. That laugh should go away. 83-year-old Chubby Checker is a first-time nominee to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Wow. Didn't see that twist coming. Hello. Come on. Twist. Do the twist. No? All right. Tom Cruise blacked out while filming the latest Mission Impossible. He said, that's it. That's the last time I do a scene with Bill Cosby. It's just not worth it. Rob Lowe says a sequel to St. Elmo's Fire is happening. Of course, to reflect on the cast's age, it's going to be called St. Elmo's Sciatica. Oh, my sciatica. Oh. And lastly, Nike is partnering with Kim Kardashian on a women's activewear brand. Their slogan for that will be just do it on camera. Having fun here on a Thursday morning. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you getting up early, hanging out with us here in Touhyville. If you're just tuning in, Cheryl's out today. She's feeling a bit under the weather, but hopefully back with us tomorrow as we dive into Friday. It is pretty chilly out there, by the way, as you're getting yourself together. It is 4 right now, 4 degrees actual temperature, but feels like -10. So if you go outside right now in the Jasper County area, it feels like 10 below zero as we speak. Mel's stopping in saying good morning to you. Good morning, Mel. Larry says good morning, Touhyville. Good morning, Larry. Thank you so much to both of you for getting on and hanging out with us on video. If you're wondering throughout the show, if you just happen to listen in your car and you're trying to figure out How do people get in and chit-chat with Steve and Cheryl each morning? They do it on the video stream. So we stream on all three Facebooks, YouTube, and TikTok. And you can comment on the live video on any of those platforms, and it'll come into us and we'll see it. So, and then we can chit-chat back to you. We don't always type back to you, but we can at least chit-chat while we're doing the show. Speaking of TikTok, I saw this on TikTok yesterday, and I'm not buying it for a second, okay? Now, I love pizza. Even bad pizza to me is good pizza, okay? Now, when I say bad, I mean like, kind of junky frozen pizza or whatever, not pizza with weird things on it. That I don't like. I like my basic sausage and pepperoni, sausage and mushroom, or kind of a everything pizza, sausage, onion, green pepper, mushroom. That's fine. All cooked through. That's all good. Reheating pizza is often an issue. Tried to do it in the oven. Tried to do it in the air fryer. You do it in the microwave, it gets kind of, I don't know, sloppy, soft, like kind of a mess. So this woman is going viral. She says the secret to reheating pizza is dunking it in water first. I'm going to say no.
The best way to reheat your pizza. If you dunk your pizza...
Hold on a minute. Are you British? Do they even have real pizza in England? Come on. Oh, the real way to reheat your pizza is dunking it in a bit of water. No.
In water before air frying or microwaving it, it turns out just as fresh as when you bought it.
No, it doesn't.
Dunk it into the water, now into the air fryer. All right, I put it in for 3 minutes. It's definitely feeling crispier on the crust. Let's do a taste test. It tastes exactly how it tasted last night, fresh from the box.
No way. I'm not buying it. Also, I'm not dunking my pizza in water. Forget it. Get out of here. Wacko cuckoo loony bird. No. Tina says, good morning. Hope Cheryl gets better soon. I've been dealing with bronchitis for over 2 weeks. I have never had it this bad. So she went to the doctor and they gave her stuff for sinusitis. She was fine all last week. But something started going on. Monday night, I think, where she started feeling something in her nose again. And then again last night, she started feeling it right before bed. So I'm hoping it's not sinusitis coming back like it just, because all last week, while the kids were here, she was fine. She was good. We were running around doing our thing. So I'm hoping this is just a quickie thing. So anyway, Sharon Osbourne was on a podcast with Billy Corrigan because everybody in the world has a podcast now, apparently. Billy Corrigan from Smashing Pumpkins now has a podcast. Everybody has a podcast, which is fine. Sometimes it's interesting. Just all these big celebrities are able to get other big celebrities. And no one comes and does the regular radio shows anymore. They go and do their friend's podcast. But if everybody's got a podcast, who's listening to all the podcasts? That's my question. See? Anyway, enough of my complaining. Sharon Osbourne says she made a big mistake years ago with Ozzy's career. For those that don't know, Sharon Osbourne is Ozzy Osbourne's manager. Originally, Sharon Osbourne's father was Black Sabbath's manager. He also managed ELO, Small Faces, and Air Supply. So then she went on to be a rock manager, and she managed Ozzy. So she said she made a big mistake as Ozzy's manager at one point.
Do you want to know the biggest mistake I ever made with Ozzy? He got offered to go and read for Pirates of the Caribbean. And I've never said this to anyone. I said no. Now, wouldn't he have been perfect?
He would have been perfect.
I know.
Now, I don't know what role he would have played, but yes, I think Ozzy in It probably just would have been a little cameo, which, by the way, I can't believe they wanted him to come in and read. Are you unaware of who Ozzy Osbourne is? They had Keith Richards in to be a pirate. He played Johnny Depp's dad in the Pirates of the Caribbean, which made sense because Johnny Depp even talked about how he kind of patterned his character after Keith Richards. It talked a little bit like him. So anyway, I think it would have been interesting if Ozzy did end up in Pirates of the Caribbean. By the way, a little bit later on this morning, while we were off last week, the new nominations for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame came out, so I want to get into those a little bit later on this morning. Tina says, I've had 3 steroid shots and 2 rounds of antibiotics and still fighting it. Man, oh man. Yeah. I was supposed to take Ace yesterday to get groomed. We use a dog groomer that does it out of her home, and she was sick last week. I was supposed to take him a couple of days before the kids got here. So I guess, I don't know, a week and a half ago, and redid it because she was sick with something going on around the house. And so then we were set for yesterday. And when I checked in with her, she said she was not 100%, which to me, it's like, nope, I'm not taking any chances. Okay. I'm doing good, healthy right now. I don't want to mess around. I'm not going to, let's just wait. So Ace's hair gets a little longer. It's okay. If I have to, I'll go get him a Flowbee or something. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I won't do that. I'm just saying, no need to take any chances. Let's just hold off till everybody's feeling good. Everybody's in good shape. And then we can move forward and from there. So I'm going to say, let's just do our thing, feel a little better, and then we'll move forward. So yeah. Elaine says, good morning, Elaine. Thanks for hanging out this morning here in Touhyville. I appreciate it. So I don't know what's going on here in the early 2025 with airplanes. And maybe it's kind of like one of those things when you see, when you buy a white car, then you see that same white car everywhere. You're like, everybody's got this same white car that I have. Holy cow. But I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on with airplanes. I mean, last year we had the thing with the door flying off the airplane. So that was bad enough. Then, a little over a week ago, there was a plane in Arizona. Vince Neil from Motley Crue, his private plane, he wasn't on it, but had friends and family on the plane, crashed. Then we had the Delta plane that flipped over a couple days ago. I never saw the video, but I don't understand how that worked. And now yesterday, 2 airplanes collided, and all I kept hearing all over the news was it was an uncontrolled tower. It wasn't a manned tower. And immediately I started hearing things all over the place. Oh, see, the cutbacks and the things and the stuff. And apparently it happened in an uncontrolled field, which means that air traffic control doesn't regulate the airport. It was a small airport. And from what I'm seeing, this happens regularly. Not the colliding, the idea that the airplane people talk to each other. Because I thought to myself, really? They just talk to each other? There's nobody running things? But it sounds like that's normal. This is Captain John Cox talking about a crash. 2 small airplanes collided in Arizona, which left 2 people dead. This is yesterday.
Small airplanes go in and out of uncontrolled fields frequently. They depend on radio positions to tell each other where the airplanes are, and also visually to watch out for other airplanes. Similar to driving a car, you look outside to make sure you don't hit anything.
So I did not know that. I just assumed that all airports had radio towers, and they keep track of all those things with radars and things like that. I didn't know. And I don't know enough about flying planes because I don't know if you guys know this. I don't do that. So, unlike most of what I see on social media, I'm going to hold off on any kind of judgment or pretending like I know anything. So I'm going to take their word for it. That said, is there blind spots? I mean, I don't know. How do you not see another plane? I guess I just don't understand that part of it. So it also seems to me like this is happening. Well, one time is too many. It's, like that it's happening too often. So hopefully whatever it is that's going on, I don't think it's that it's being covered more. I think it's that it's happening more. So it's a little disturbing to me. Tiffany and Madison say good morning. Good morning to you both. Thank you for hopping on this morning as you're getting ready for school. Probably heading off to the school bus for Madison. Enjoy your day. Yes, no Cheryl today. Did you think maybe I was just hiding her? No, I'm kidding. No, she's feeling a bit under the weather today, so hopefully back with us tomorrow. I don't think it's anything major. Hopefully it's not the sinusitis, like kind of rearing its ugly head again. But yeah, so she was just not feeling it this morning, and I said, why don't you just stay in bed? Sometimes when you overdo it, we were running around with the kids and things, and going to a bunch of places. Maybe it's just time to get a little more rest. So she stayed home today, and hopefully be back at it tomorrow with us here in Touhyville. We'll take a break. When we come back, we got Frank with sports, and then we got Find the Big Deal with Strack and Van Til. So stick around.
Rensselaer Iron and Metal is the picture of going green. Recycling metals is what they do. Keeping the metal business right here in the good old USA is what they're all about. Giving top dollar for your scrap iron not only helps keep your community clean, but it keeps our jobs and steel industry going strong. Remember, when you take your scrap to Rensselaer Iron and Metal, you're supporting your own economy. Rensselaer Iron and Metal, where your trash turns into cash.
Weighing my options in the morning can be a lot. Sweater or scarf, coffee or OJ, McGriddles or McMuffin. Well, at McDonald's, they're keeping my mornings simple and savory. See, I can grab 2 delicious breakfast sandwiches for just $6. The options? An iconic sausage McMuffin with egg and a savory sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. So, if you're like me and wondering which breakfast sandwich should I dig into first, well, let McDonald's help you out. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal, single item, or regular price.
Brad Gutwein from Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
In a small town, it's how you treat your customer. You treat everybody the way you want to be treated. It really is that simple. We have customers that we've been doing business with for 4 generations, and that is only because they trust us, we trust them, and that's the way you've got to build your business. We got to build any business.
Gutwein Motor Company in Monon has been serving the surrounding area for over 80 years.
Cars 80 years ago were pretty simple. But one thing that hasn't changed, the customer wants to feel like they're in charge of the transaction. They know what's going on, and they are comfortable with what's happening. That, I don't think, has ever changed. We always want to be upfront with the customer, tell them exactly what's happening, exactly the process that's going to happen. One thing I would like to say to everybody that has supported us over the 80 years, thank you very much. You'll like the way we do business at Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with the new Strack and Van Til to go. It's easy to use. Register using your rewards account login and password. Fill your virtual shopping cart. Choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strack and Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save money with your online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Food made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strackandvantil.com.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. We work to design an insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter Insurance ranked #1 in customer satisfaction among auto insurers in the Central Region, 5 out of the last 6 years by J.D. Power. Satisfied customers and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? For J.D. Power award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Find the award-winning service you need with Shelter Insurance agent Lauren Berenda at his new location on 231 in Rensselaer.
Bingo night at the Hilltop in Morocco is now every Tuesday with the golden opportunity to win up to a whopping $10,000 amongst other exciting prizes, some cash as well. The best part? It's absolutely free to play. The kitchen stays open till midnight or later. The Hilltop has great low-priced daily specials, including dollar bottled or canned beers on Thursdays. Call 219-285-BEER for more information, and be sure to like the Hilltop Bar in Morocco on Facebook.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Looking to get doctor-prescribed medication like Ozempic or Wegovy? Zelty can help you get GLP-1 medications affordably, whether you have insurance and even if you don't, and 100% online. It's simple. Just text ACCEPT to 200-300 to get started. Zelty can help you get Ozempic, Wegovy, or Zepbound covered by your insurance company, so you pay as little as $0 for the medication if prescribed. No insurance? No problem. Zelty can ship semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and Zepbound, for as little as $151 a month versus $1,000 plus for name brand medications. Either way, it's high quality medical care, weight loss coaching, and access to game-changing medications, all 100% online with Zelty and affordable with or without insurance. So don't wait. Text ACCEPT to 200-300 to get started today on your weight loss journey with Zelty. Text now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text ACCEPT to 200-300. That's ACCEPT to 200-300. Text ACCEPT to 200-300.
I went hands-free.
I went hands-free.
I went hands-free.
I went hands-free with Skechers Slip-ins.
Join the millions of people who are celebrating going hands-free with Skechers Slip-ins. Footwear you just step into and they're on.
It's crazy how something as simple as a pair of shoes have made my life better.
After trying Skechers Slip-ins, I want all my shoes to have this technology.
See what everybody can't stop talking about. Go hands-free with Skechers Slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
97.7 WLQI Rensselaer, The Q.
It's time for a check of news. This check of news brought to us by Ned Tonner, attorney at law, located across from Milroy Park in Rensselaer. Here's Russ Martin.
Yesterday afternoon, the Rensselaer Police Department released this short message that they're conducting an investigation into the death of a Rensselaer man. Law enforcement stated a suspect is in custody and there is no danger to the public. More information will be released when formal charges are filed by the prosecutor. The Indiana State Police reported they arrested a man from southern Indiana on a felony intimidation charge after reports stated 28-year-old David Allen June Cherry allegedly posted life-threatening statements directed at billionaire Elon Musk on the social media networking app X, formerly known as Twitter. Law enforcement in Texas contacted authorities in Indiana about Cherry, whom they believed resided in southern Indiana. State police detectives began their investigation and located the man in Clarksville, where he was arrested without incident. State law enforcement requested and received a search warrant for his residence and found an AR-15 style rifle, a handgun, ammunition, and a ballistic vest. Cherry is being held without bond. Two versions of bills are in the Indiana State House that would require people seeking election to be on a local school board to do one of three things: declare a political party, that they are independent, or nonpartisan. Once they choose, this is how they would appear on the ballot. The House version would have the candidates appear this way on the primary ballot only, while the Senate version would have the candidates choose a description on both the primary and general election ballot. This is for elected school boards only. On the handful of school corporations that have appointed school boards in Indiana, such as Rensselaer, political party or nonpartisan status would not have to be disclosed to the city council or township trustees who make the appointments. We spoke with Rensselaer Parks and Recreation Director Heather Hall about several programs coming up in the spring and summer. She also talked about specific plans for Brookside Park.
We are going to be putting a new roof on Gifford Shelter. We're going to make continued improvements to LaRue Memorial Pool, including a new roof, and we're going to be replacing the diving board. We're going to continue to put our Jackson pickleball courts in. Those will get surfaced and striped this spring. There will be several camp opportunities for the youth of our community.
The complete interview with Heather Hall can be heard on our websites at the Newslink and Newsmakers tab. We recently spoke with Jasper County Sheriff Pat Williamson about a number of bills being discussed during this session of the state legislature that pertain to law enforcement. Our full interview with the sheriff can also be heard at our websites under News and Newsmakers. And Spring Mill State Park at Mitchell will feature an event on Saturday and Sunday that explores the hardships of winter in the Civil War. A speech will be given by a man depicting President Lincoln at 12:45 Eastern Time each day at the grist mill A winter battle reenactment will be presented at 2 p.m. each day, and those in attendance will be directed to a viewing area for the battle. They'll also be able to converse with the soldiers and more. Park admission is $7 per Indiana vehicle and $9 for those living out of the state. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe and well, everyone. I'm Russ Martin.
If you've been injured in an accident, it's important to have help navigating the difficult issues involving your medical bills, treatment, loss of earnings, and future medical needs, as well as dealing with insurance companies. Hi, this is Ned Tonner, and I've been assisting clients with personal injury cases for over 25 years. Let my experience assist you. I'm local and am available to me to discuss your case.
Ned Tonner, attorney at law, is located on West Washington Street in Rensselaer, across from Milroy Park. Call 866-8888 to schedule your appointment. That's Ned Tonner at 866-8888. Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
88-year-old Pearl Schoon Hoffman of Wheatfield passed away on Thursday, February 13th. Visitation will take place on Friday from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. at First Church near Wheatfield. Funeral services for Pearl Schoon Hoffman will take place at 11 a.m. Friday at First Church, officiated by Pastor John Hill. Interment will take place at Holland Cemetery. To share a memory with the family, visit jacksonfuneral.com. Arrangements entrusted to Jackson Funeral Chapels. 64-year-old Dennis Wilson of Madeiraville passed away on Sunday, February 9th. A celebration of life for Dennis Wilson will be held at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday at Frame Mortuary, Quarry Albright Chapel, Madeiraville. Memorial contributions may be made to the American Cancer Society or Pulaski Animal Center. Online tributes may be offered at fraynmortuary.com. Arrangements entrusted to Frame Mortuary, Quarry Albright Chapel, Madeiraville. 85-year-old Edna Riley of Wheatfield passed away on February 18th. Friends may call from 10 a.m. until noon on Tuesday, February 25th at Boersma Funeral Home of Wheatfield. Services for Edna Riley will be held at Boersma Funeral Home at noon on Tuesday. Interment will be in DeMott Cemetery. Boersma Funeral Home Wheatfield entrusted with the arrangements. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to your local food pantry. 82-year-old Carol Peak-Pack of Lafayette passed away on February 12th. A memorial service for Peak-Pack will be held on Saturday, April 12th, from noon until 2 p.m. Eastern Time at Jane's Gourmet Deli in Lafayette. Burial will take place at Goodland Cemetery and will be held privately. Arrangements entrusted to Gertz, Windler, and Keller Funeral Homes, Brook Chapel. Condolences may be expressed at kellerfh.com. 69-year-old Kent Sesson of Morocco passed away on Saturday, February 15th. No public arrangements will take place. Steinke Funeral Home of Rensselaer is handling cremation arrangements. In lieu of flowers, contributions in Kent Sisson's memory may be made to St. Jude, the Salvation Army, or Santa's Chefs at Post Office Box 392, Morocco. Memories and condolences may be shared with the family at steinkefuneralhome.com. 78-year-old William Elmer Hahn of Park Forest, Illinois, passed away on Tuesday, February 4th. Private gravesite services and burial for William Elmer Hahn will be held at Culver Masonic Cemetery, with Reverend Stephen Felici Shia officiating. Memorial contributions may be made to St. Mary of the Lake Catholic Church. Online tributes may be offered at fraynmortuary.com. Local arrangements have been entrusted to Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. 59-year-old Timothy Tim Voorhees of Winnemac passed away on Wednesday, February 19th. Cremation will take place at Frame Crematory, Winnemac. The family will host a celebration of life of Tim Voorhees at a later date. Private burial will take place. Memorial contributions may be made to the Winnemac Volunteer Fire Department or Haven Hospice. Online tributes may be offered at fraynmortuary.com. Arrangements entrusted to Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather sponsored by Rensselaer Care Center, recently named by Newsweek one of America's best nursing homes.
partly sunny with a high of 24. Wind chill going to get as low as 9 below 0 throughout the day today. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low of 8. Wind chill as low as 1. Friday, sunny and a high near 28. Wind chill could hit -1. Friday night, mostly clear with a low of 12. Saturday, sunny with a high of 34. Partly cloudy in the evening with a low around 21. Sunday, partly sunny with a high of 41.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Welcome to Touhyville, 97.7 The Q and 98 Gold. It's time for a look at sports. It's brought to us by our friends over at Nitco. Visit nitco.com today and find out how you can get high-speed internet for your home or your business.
A pleasant good Thursday. Here's your sports. I'm Frank Sprinkle. Wednesday only featured one area program in play in boys high school basketball. Kankakee Valley picks up a home 65-38 win over Knox. There was plenty of college basketball on Wednesday's slate, both men's and women's. First men's, a loss for Notre Dame on their own court, 97-73 to Southern Methodist. Host Valparaiso manages to sneak by Missouri State 66-64. Beacon's freshman guard All Right coming through with the game-winning layup at the horn. For Wright, he carried the Beacons with a game-high 24 points. However, 22 of those 24 points produced in the second half. Indiana State falls at home to Evansville 79-74. Also at home, Illinois State breaks out of their three-game losing skid, 82-71 winners over Bradley. Redbirds freshman forward Jack Doherty delivering an impressive 7 of 10 from beyond the arc, totaling a game-high 25 points. Wednesday's women's college hoops, Purdue at home falls to Minnesota 74-61. A loss for Ball State as well, 70-66 at Toledo. Despite finishing on the short end, Lady Cardinals senior forward Alex Richard reaching the 1,000-point plateau as a collegiate, part of a game-high 33 points. A win for host Butler downing Xavier 58-54. Women's college basketball on the agenda for Thursday, featuring Indiana welcoming in number 8 Ohio State. Number 1 Notre Dame ventures off to Miami. An interesting clash within the Big Ten pairs 25th ranked Illinois at 3rd ranked UCLA. Illinois State takes to the home floor with Belmont. In the NBA, the All-Star break over for both the Bulls and Pacers. Both teams returning to play on Thursday. Bulls currently on a 4-game losing streak visit the New York Knicks. We'll have the Bulls Knicks on Bear Country 104.5 FM. Bulls Network pregame 6:15 p.m. Central. Tip-off after 6:30 p.m. Central. Pacers duel at home against the Memphis Grizzlies. To hockey, the NHL's inaugural Four Nations face-off comes down to a title showdown in Boston on Thursday with a border meeting between Team USA and Team Canada. This marks a rematch for both countries after Team USA pulled out an intense 3-1 victory last Saturday over Team Canada, which was played in Montreal. To Major League Baseball, the time has come to play ball, at least as far as spring training. The Cubs and the defending World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers take to the field on Thursday in Glendale, Arizona, less than a month before both clubs open the 2025 regular season in Tokyo. And that's a look at your sports for this Thursday. I'm Frank Sprinkle.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all three? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
All righty, let's play Find the Big Deal with Stragan Van Til. Give me a call, 219-866-4104. Looking for the price today on blueberries, the pint. Pint blueberries on sale this week at Stragan Van Til, 219-866-4104. Let me know the price on those. You'll be entered in for a chance to win that $50 gift card from Stragan Van Til and Touhyville. Good luck.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppables bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. With Downy Unstoppables, you just toss, wash, wow, for all-day freshness.
O'Reilly. Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
At
At Skechers, we put the S in comfort.
Wait. Skechers put the S in comfort?
Yes, comfort you have to feel to believe. Skechers, we put the S in comfort.
Let me try. Okay, I'm just stepping in and... Oh, wow. Skechers put the S in comfort.
Duh. We told you.
Find Skechers slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Congratulations to Carla and Rensselaer. She got in to let me know that blueberry pints are on sale this week at Striker Mantell for just 99 cents when you use your digital rewards account. You can save time and money by doing your shopping online at StrikerMantell.com. That's right. You set up the shopping through StrikerMantell.com. They'll shop for you. You can go pick it up, or you could have it delivered to your home or business. You still get the coupons, reward points, all that good stuff. In-store sale prices, all the coupon things, all that stuff. Striker Mantell, life made simple, food made easy. Visit StrikerMantell.com. All right, your second chance to get registered for that $50 gift card is up on the WLQI 98 Gold Facebook pages. Head over there, comment with the price on the same item. You'll be entered in for a chance to win that $50 gift card from Striker Mantell and Touhyville. We'll draw the winner on Friday. Good luck.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," we need to talk. Hi, I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Christine Bogan. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Stop by our office at 210 Washington Street in Rensselaer. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Welcome back to the pregame show. Just ahead of today's game between the Big Box Store and Kim's Hardware and Lumber, College Square, Rensselaer. Tom, on paper, it looks like it's going to be a great matchup.
Thanks, Bill. You're right. This matchup between the Big Box Store and Kim's Hardware and Lumber should be one for the ages. The box store on paper might appeal to some, but Kim's Hardware and Lumber comes into this contest led by the wily veteran Fred Kim. He's been leading Kim since 1987, and he's pretty much seen it all. This Kim's roster is packed with proven winners like paint from Richard's Paint. They might be a small regional Florida company, but they're keeping your money in the U.S. and you're getting a signature paint for a signature look. Plus, Kim's has everything you need to get your home looking the way you want it and to keep it that way. With great plumbing and electrical departments, as Fred Kim told me a little bit ago, they've got you covered from the roof to the basement. So let's head back to the studio.
Thanks, Tom. This matchup will be one for the ages and should be legendary.
George Aid Memorial Healthcare in Brooke, Indiana offers a spectrum of personalized services, whether it's short-term rehabilitation or long-term care. Each resident experiences a tailored approach to their healthcare needs and well-being. Residents engage in community activities, including delightful trips, and can also take advantage of convenient transportation services. George Aid is more than just for the elderly. They have workplace injury, outpatient rehab and therapy services that ensure every individual's needs are met with expertise and compassion. Visit georgeaid.org or call them at 219-275-2531. George Aid Memorial Healthcare. We care for you in a quiet country setting.
So you're telling me I can get any Quiznos 8-inch sub for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
So I can order an 8-inch Baja Chicken Club for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
Or a Black Angus Steakhouse for $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Or a French dip, or a steakhouse cheddar, or a peppercorn steak.
For $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Only at Quiznos in Wheatfield, right across from KV.
$5.55 after 5 for any 8-inch sub at the Quiznos in Wheatfield cannot be combined with any other offer. Download the Quiznos app today.
97.7 The Q.
Touhyville. Now with even more Touhy.
Welcome to the show.
Tell me, what day is it?
Can you tell me what day it is?
Today is Thursday.
How about Thursday?
Thursday.
Just remember Thursday. Thursday. Can you remember Thursday?
Thursday it is.
Well, now that we've got that settled, what's on our agenda for the rest of the day?
Are you ready to be entertained?
Okay, let's see what you got.
Prepare to have your ribs tickled.
Showtime, baby.
Welcome into Touhyville. Steve Touhy with you here, hanging on a Thursday morning. Flying solo today. Trail a bit under the weather. Thank you for those reaching out. Hope you feel better. So do we. Hope she feels better tomorrow and can hang out on a Friday. Portion of the show is brought to us by George A. Memorial Healthcare Service. They offer workplace injury, outpatient rehab, and therapy services. They ensure every individual's needs are met with expertise and compassion. Find out more at georgeaid.org. Go and like George Aid on Facebook. Scott and his staff over there at George Aid do a wonderful job of taking care of the folks, residents, and in and outpatient folks. Also want to mention Ed White Auto Sales. It's new to you at Ed White Auto Sales, 1105 North McKinley in Rensselaer. Head over to edwhiteautosales.com. You can check out the vehicles that they have on the lot as we speak. You can also check out some of the different things that they have going on. They offer service. They offer financing. You can apply right there on the website. That's edwhiteautosales.com. Go and like them on Facebook as well. So I was talking before the break about these two planes colliding in Arizona, talking about how it was an unmanned air traffic control, and the captain from there said that this is fairly normal, that the planes just kind of look out for each other, and they're kind of like when you're driving a car when it's a smaller airport. I didn't know that, and I don't have anything to back up anything different, so I'll take him at his word. I was just saying I don't understand how they wouldn't see each other. Their planes, they're very big. But Mel had a good point. She said maybe they see it too late. The speed they're traveling is really fast. By the time they see it, it's too late. That makes sense. That's very possible. Elaine says, get the feeling better, Cheryl. Thank you, Elaine. I'm sure she appreciates that. And Sharon says, good morning. Everyone will feel better in June, LOL. Yes, we will. Yes. I don't know about you guys. I don't need the seasons. I'm good with it being around 70 to 80 all the time. I'll take it. Right now. Let's refresh, see where we're at. It says it is 4 and still feels like negative 10. 10 below zero is what it feels like out there. Woo, bundle up as you're heading out and dealing with that day. So, speaking of the airplane stuff, so Delta had this plane crash where it flipped over. Okay. An investigation or investigators worked to determine the cause of the Delta flight that overturned at Toronto Pearson International Airport on Monday. The Toronto Pearson president and CEO noted extreme conditions at the airport in the days before the dramatic incident. Okay. I guess. Toronto Pearson president and CEO Deborah Flint said, from Thursday to Sunday, there were extreme conditions at the airport from 2 separate storms. On Thursday and Sunday, we got more than 20 inches of accumulated snow, which is not typical. In fact, it is more snow that within that time window than we received in all of last winter. There were many delays and cancellations across this part of Canada and the U.S. Northeast during this time, creating numerous flight delays and backlogs. Okay. I hear what you're saying. I don't know how else to put it, but this is what you guys do. This is your thing. If you don't think it's safe to land because of conditions, then do something about that. Flights get canceled due to weather. Things happen. I don't want to put my life or my loved one's life or anybody's life in the hands of, I don't know, it's a little iffy out there. No! And I know people complain they got to be at their place and they got to get to the thing and we're all impatient. I am too. Not impatient enough to flip over. Slow down. And you know what? That goes for driving too. You know, Cheryl sent out a high note yesterday. I forget what it was, but it was kind of like a kid's poem about, slowing down. It was essentially the idea. Slow down. Flint, the CEO, said Monday was a clear day, though, and it was an operational recovery day for Toronto Pearson. I don't know what that means. We don't work in airplane talk, so we don't know. The plane departed from Minneapolis, crashed amid blowing snow and strong wind gusts in the Toronto area. Winds reached 40 miles an hour on the ground and were even stronger, several hundred feet in the air. Believe it. We took a ride to Valparaiso on Sunday. Took 49, through Wheatfield in that area, Couts. There were a lot of areas where blowing snow was bad on the roads. And it did get scary at times. And there were times that I said to myself, "Woo, I should have slowed down even more." Because I had slowed down when I saw the snow coming. You see the snow, and there's road, there's snow, there's road. So you slow down. We've all driven in the Midwest. You're slipping and sliding. When asked if the weather contributed to the crash, Flint said this would not be the time for us to have a theory or to speculate. Then why bring it up? Anyway, that's not why I grabbed the story. I grabbed the story because it says now no one was killed in the crash. Multiple people were injured, so I don't know what those injuries were. Delta is offering $30,000 to each passenger on board the plane. The airline confirmed to ABC News on Wednesday. Delta Care Team representatives are telling customers this gesture has no strings attached and does not affect rights, meaning their right to sue if they have to for their injuries or things like that, I believe is what they're saying. So we'll see what happens with that. Let's move forward a little bit, shall we? Our poll question today, asking you guys, do you have a pet? Today is Love Your Pet Day. I'm sure I'll get some pictures of Ace up on Facebook a little bit later on today. Taking a look at our poll question. Today is Love Your Pet Day. Do you have a pet? If yes, tell us what pet or pets you have. 80% of you saying yes so far this morning. Of course, most of you know that we have Ace, the super puppy. Tiffany says one cat named Garfield. I love it, and a bearded dragon named Bob. So the bearded dragon, is it big? How do you keep it? Like, does it walk around the house? Because I had a friend growing up whose sister had a bearded dragon. She was older. And they had like a big, probably a third of her bedroom was almost like an aquarium. It was like I guess an aquarium would have water, a terrarium. It was just like this big thing that would just walk around. And I often wondered, like, what the dragon thought. Like, this is kind of weird. I see sticks and things, but if I look out, there's a bed right there. That seems kind of comfy. How come I don't get to go over there? Richie says a black pug and a weenie dog. I love it. Christy says a dog, Nova, and cat Lucy. Trina says 3 Yorkies. Daisy, Duke, and Jasmine. Trina, does that have anything to do with Dukes of Hazzard, or is it just because you like the name Daisy and like the name Duke? Or is it like Daisy Duke, like Dukes of Hazzard? Mandy says I have a cat named Peanut, a.k.a. Nutter Butter. I love it. Love it. Kim says I have 2 cats, Maggie and Jasper. Christy says 2 cats, Oliver and Asher. Jacqueline says I have a dog named Luna, which is awesome. Colton has a copper bloodhound. Dawn has 2 beagles. Larry has 2 cats, Zoe and Gracie. So Jacqueline said she had a dog named Luna. When I lived at my previous house, my next door neighbors adopted a dog named Luna. And Ace loves other dogs. Like, he thinks he is as big as all the other dogs that he sees. He doesn't realize he's a tiny little 7-pound Pomeranian or Pomchi. He says, I'm sorry, he will run around with big dogs thinking he's the same size and try to play with them. And Luna, she was a big dog next door, and Ace and Luna would just meet at the fence. They would try to play with each other through the fence. They would, touch each other's noses through the fence. Yeah, they loved hanging out at my old house. Missy says this is Nelly. He can be sweet when he wants to be. Little cutie cat. Yeah, feel free to throw the pictures on there. Oh, I should have thought of that. Melissa says not anymore, but seriously thinking about getting some chickens because of the price of eggs. I get it. Karen says a dog, collie husky. Her name is Ellie. Jenny says Midnight the cat. Nicole says cane corso. Edward says cats, chickens, ducks, and a fish. Edward, you got a lot of different stuff. That's awesome. Anna says 2 dogs, 3 indoor cats, and about 7 stray cats that I feed. Oh, and an aquarium full of fish. Tricia says 55-gallon fish tank with lots of different tropical fish. That's pretty cool looking, I bet. Katie says 4 dogs, a boxer, pit bull, Frenchie, and a mutt mix, and a cat named Moo. I love it. Sean says, holy mackerel, Sean, what do you got, a zoo going? Sean says we have 6 dogs, 4 cats, 36 chickens, and 5 roosters. Oh, and 2 turkeys. What in the world? Sean, how much land do you have? Holy mackerel. It's a ton of stuff there. That's wild. Well, today is Love Your Pet Day, so let us know if you have a pet and what pet you have. Let's see. So I was talking about the driving in the snow and stuff. Kevin says, good morning. I'm all about 6 feet of snow and 40 below. That being said, spring and summer will be here soon enough, and then we can all complain about the heat and humidity. At least I will. Yeah, honestly, I don't, if it sounds like I'm complaining about the weather, I'm not. It's the Midwest. This is what it is every year. I'm just saying, I had all kinds of thoughts in my life for years about the idea of going and doing radio or taking it to the internet and doing podcasts or doing a syndicated radio show and going somewhere warm and just staying there. Now, I know now that I bought the radio stations here in Indiana, this is it. I'm here till long into retirement. So, and I'm good with that. I'm just not a big fan of it. I prefer summer and spring over the wintertime. Noreen says, good morning, Noreen. And Rich says, good morning, Stephen Touhyville. Thank you so much, Rich. We appreciate you hanging out with us this morning. Thanks so much for being a part of the program. We appreciate you guys hanging out. Brett says 2 dogs, Jasper and Basil, hanging out in front of the fireplace. Look at those 2 guys. That's great. Thanks, Brett. That's awesome. It is Love Your Pet Day. Keep them coming, and feel free to throw your pictures up on the comments as well. I'll throw a picture of Ace up on the Touhyville poll question as well today for Love Your Pet Day. Tim says, good day to you, sir. Good day to you, Tim. If I had a hat, I would tip good day to you. Sorry, I forgot I moved the camera today since I'm here by myself. I tried to move it so that you guys just wouldn't get a profile of me all day with the giant schnoz. I figured we'd be head on for those hanging out with us here on video on the Q. I just saw that the 98 Gold didn't pick up the video today. I don't know what happened. Probably some kind of weird Facebook thing. I'll have a talk with the Zuck later on. But we are on the Q, Touhyville, and TikTok and YouTube, though, today on video. For some reason, 98 Gold didn't grab it. I went in and looked during the news break at 7 o'clock Central Time, and it said did not connect. I don't know why. One of those weird Facebook things. So anyway, let's take a break. When we come back, we got all kinds of stuff. You know what I want to get into? The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominations. I want to chit-chat about that. And I've got a fun story about one of the people nominated. So stick around.
Weather is brought to you by Jasper County REMC.
Partly sunny with a high of 24. Wind chill going to get as low as 9 below zero throughout the day today. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low of 8. Wind chill as low as 1. Friday, sunny and a high near 28. Wind chill could hit -1. Friday night, mostly clear with a low of 12. Saturday, sunny with a high of 34. Partly cloudy in the evening with a low around 21. Sunday, partly sunny with a high of 41.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Brad Gutwein from Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
In a small town, it's how you treat your customer. You treat everybody the way you want to be treated. It really is that simple. We have customers that we've been doing business with for 4 generations, and that is only because they trust us, we trust them, and that's the way you've got to build your business. We got to build any business.
Gutwein Motor Company in Monon has been serving the surrounding area for over 80 years.
Cars 80 years ago were pretty simple. But one thing that hasn't changed, the customer wants to feel like they're in charge of the transaction. They know what's going on, and they are comfortable with what's happening. That, I don't think, has ever changed. We always want to be upfront with the customer, tell them exactly what's happening, exactly the process that's going to happen. One thing I would like to say to everybody that has supported us over the 80 years, thank you very much. You like the way we do business at Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
Immerse yourself in the nostalgic aroma of home-cooked meals at Royal Oak Family Restaurant. They offer a diverse menu from kitty delights to Italian fares, seafood specialties to endless options. Royal Oak offers daily specials and soups. Every Friday is a fish fry special with prime rib being offered every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Visit them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner that everyone in the family can enjoy. Royal Oak Family Restaurant in Rensselaer, where meals become memories.
Hey Liz, can you believe there are still some people buying their gold, silver, and platinum bullion from the internet?
That's pretty amazing, Jeff, especially considering that prices here at Vierk's Fine Jewelry always beat both local as well as the big online guys. We don't have shipping fees, and in most cases, you get the precious metals immediately.
Bars, rounds, bags, eagles, buffaloes, maple leafs, Krugerrands, Morgan and Peace dollars, and much, much more.
Not to mention rare, key date, and collectible coins from the U.S. and around the world, many of which have been graded and authenticated by PCGS and NGC.
Whether buying, selling, or trading, you will always benefit from Vierk's unrivaled years of experience and expertise.
If you need expert appraising, Vierk's Fine Jewelry has both of Lafayette's only International Society of Appraisers and Coin Roundtable members, and we are also fully USPAP compliant.
All of your coin and precious metals needs under one roof.
Proudly serving the Mid-North Indiana area for over 75 years. Corner of 18th and Main, Lafayette, Vierks.com.
Did you know that Jasper County REMC offers scholarships for local students along with fun and educational opportunities throughout the year? Whether it's learning about how state government runs and how bills become laws, to fun and educational camps along with life-changing educational adventures. To find out more about the opportunities Jasper County REMC provides for local students, visit jasperremc.com and click on the Community tab and then select Student Opportunities.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with the new Strachan Van Till to Go. It's easy to use. Register using your rewards account login and password. Fill your virtual shopping cart. Choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Till team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save money with your online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Food made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
What are those?
I brought the new Multiply the Money scratch-offs from the Hoosier Lottery. With multiple ways to play, they multiply the fun.
Get ready to reel in multiple chances to win up to $500,000. Please play responsibly.
Touhyville. 2 Tuies are better than 1.
You know what today is.
It's Thursday.
Thursday!
So Thursday it is. Thursday. Okay.
Thursday. End of the week?
It's not over yet. Tomorrow's Friday.
Should we get started?
Where should we start?
Do what?
The show.
I have a show to do.
Let's go out there and win! Now go get 'em!
Places, please.
All right, everyone, it's showtime.
Welcome to Touhyville. Steve Touhy with you here, hanging on a delightful Thursday morning. Flying solo this morning, Shell not here, but no worries. Still got you going with some fun stories silly things going on in the world, chit-chatting about the poll question, whether or not you have a pet or not. If you do, let us know your pet. Throw a picture up there on our Facebook page as well in the comments. Streaming video this morning brought to us in part by Kasanovich Umfleet McDonald's. Of course, 2 great locations in Rensselaer, one on College Avenue, right across from St. Joe's, or by Stragavan Till. Then you've got the other one on 114, right by 65, right off 65 in Remington, and then in DeMont, and just off of 65 in Hebron. All kinds of great ways that you can save big when you use the McDonald's app. You know, buy one, add one for $1 breakfast. I took advantage of that. So the last day before we took our daughter to the airport, we found out that they didn't have McDonald's bagels in Arizona where she lives, but she loves McDonald's bagel, bacon, egg, and cheese bagel. She said she was very sheepish about it, not realizing how much we love McDonald's. Do you mind if we have breakfast at McDonald's? Because we've been making breakfast at home because her boyfriend is an aspiring chef, and he was making all kinds of good stuff. We were making bacon in the air fryer. We were having good eggs. We were having all kinds of different stuff for breakfast. And so we were like, yes, we love McDonald's breakfast. Absolutely. So, and he's a young growing boy. So he got himself a couple of sandwiches. She wanted extra hash brown. I wanted extra hash brown. Joe got burritos. So we were using up the add one for $1 and rewards points all over the place. Buy one, add one for $1 breakfast, sausage biscuit, sausage McMuffin, sausage burrito, or hash browns. The rest of the day, how about a double cheeseburger, McChicken, 6-piece McNugget, or small fry? All kinds of great ways to save. I cannot recommend enough that you download the McDonald's app and use it today. Also want to mention our friends over at Supercuts. Visit them in Rensselaer and Lowell, and you will get a super haircut. It's right there in the name, Supercuts. Don't settle for a regular cut, but you can get a Supercut at Supercuts in Rensselaer and Lowell. They have tanning available in both locations as well. All right, let's see what we got going on here in the world to have some fun with. I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to, I didn't pull it up. I wanted to get to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Nominations came out last week while we were out. So nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame class of 2025 were announced. Here's some of the rundown. First timers are Bad Company, the Black Crowes, Joe Cocker, Billy Idol. Is this Maria? Maria? I think it's Maria. I don't know Maria. Outcast, Fish, and Chubby Checker. So when I was doing stand-up comedy, most of the shows that I did were in smaller comedy clubs. I went to some places like the Improv in some different cities, in Cleveland and other places like that maybe held, 200-300 people at a time. So those were fun time shows. Did some Funny Bones across the country. Some real comedy clubs, like there was a place called Sir Laugh-A-Lots in Springfield, Missouri, that held a lot of people when it was full. Maybe, 200-300, I would say, maybe 400, I don't know. But I was lucky enough. So when I used to do radio in Joliet, Illinois, we did it in a storefront that was next to the Rialto Square Theater in Joliet, big 1,500-seat theater. And they needed an opening act for Chubby Checker. And when they did that, they kind of opened it up to auditions and things. So I sent them my tape over, actually just walked it over. We were right next door. And they picked me to open for Chubby Checker. And it was the coolest thing in the world for me. One, I met him just briefly before I went on, back in the green room, said hello, This is Chubby Checker. This is Do the Twist. Legendary, right? No, we don't even have it in our computer. But although I guess I shouldn't assume. There was a lot of things that we talked about when our daughter and her boyfriend were in They're 22 and 23 years old. Okay. So multiple things that were brought up, and they would go, huh? Never heard of that. So maybe I shouldn't assume. Chubby Checker's 83 years old. I just assume everybody knows the twist, right? Chubby Checker. That said, not really sure what else he did. What he did the rest of the evening during his show. I know that Chubby Checker, the twist, and then you've got the twist again. Then I think he would come out and do the twist. Then there was the twist again.
Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. 65, my little lady, and go like this.
So I just put into the Google machine Chubby Checker other hits besides the twist, and I've never heard of these. Maybe other people have. Pony Time, a dance jam, hit top 10. Limbo Rock, hit top 10. The Fly, Popeye the Hitchhiker, 20 Miles, Birdland, did a duet with Bobby Rydell for Jingle Bell Rock. Wow, Limbo Rock reached number 2 December of 1962. So if you're unfamiliar with the twist, there it is. But the cool thing for me was I got to open for him, got to do about 20 minutes of comedy in a 1,500-seat theater. It was the weirdest thing because I didn't know where to look. I'd never done a show that big on such a big stage. And I was out there trying to look down at the audience. So I was used to doing clubs, so if someone said something in the audience, I would react to it and kind of talk with them a little bit. And I found that in a big theater, that's really not as easy to do. That's why when you watch these big stars and they do their HBO specials and things and Hulu specials and big audience, they rarely talk to the audience because it doesn't carry. The people in the audience can't really hear what they're saying. Then you're reacting to that, and so it doesn't make sense to a lot of people. So I learned something that night. But I thought it was way cool. It was one of the coolest things that I've done in my career was doing stand-up comedy for 1,500 people. When you tell a joke and you hear 1,500 people laughing back at you, it's an incredible high for me. It just was so joyful. That, and then one of the things they do at the Rialto Square Theater is they take you down into the basement. They have the green room, and there's a brick wall where all the people that have played there, performed there, have signed. And I got to sign the wall. And I signed right next to Groucho Marx. And to me, to think after I walked off stage telling jokes that I was on the same stage as Groucho Marx at one point, that blew me away. That was one of my one of the coolest things that I've dealt with in my career. So I'm rooting for Chubby Checker. 83 years old, still living off the twist. Let's twist again in Limbo Rock. He's been waiting in the Rock and Roll. He's been waiting, wanting to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for a while. In 2001, he took out a full-page ad in Billboard asking for his inclusion. In 2002, he protested outside the induction ceremony when he didn't get in. So he really wants this. And I say give it to him. But it's not like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is that big of a deal. I mean, just let him in. The rest of this year's nominees are Mariah Carey, Joy Division, New Order, Cyndi Lauper, Oasis, Soundgarden, and the White Stripes. I don't know. I don't want to be in that long line of people complaining about who's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. and who gets in and who gets nominated, because it's really, in some instances, it makes sense of who's in, and in other ones, it's really kind of a joke. There's a lot of rock bands. I mean, there's a ton that we play here on the Q and on 98 Gold that belong in there. I've let go of the idea. People are still arguing it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, so it should just be rock. That's gone. They've already said, the owners or the board or whatever it is, they've said that it's based on an attitude of rock and roll. That's fine. I don't care. It's your museum. Call it whatever you want. I've said forever that I was going to start a Touhyville museum online. That, along with all the other things I said I was going to do. But hey, just by chance, because of the Chubby Checker thing, I've now 2 Throwback Thursdays in a row told stories for the other podcast that I'm doing, the Stories from the Stage and Studio. So that one was a story from the stage right there with Chubby Checker. So I'll throw that up in the podcast a little bit later on, hoping to move forward with that regularly. I've said before that I wanted to write a book, and that's never going to happen. I'm not going to sit down and write a book. So I'm more of an audio person anyway. So what we've said is we're going to start doing Throwback Thursdays where I'll tell some kind of story from my career and put it into the podcast of Stories from the Stage and Studio. So that'll kind of be because I've always said I want to go through my career. Started to do it chronologically. That went about, I think, 1 episode. I started getting some old audio. Maybe I'll pull that out one day and bring it into the station so we could do that. But for the most part, Cheryl and I had talked about the best way for me to do it is just on Thursdays, come in, grab a segment, do Throwback Thursday, and tell a story from my career, and it'll just start filtering in. Before you know it, we'll have the career laid out. So anyway, Julie says, good morning, Steve, and get well soon, Cheryl. Thank you, Julie. For those just tuning in, yes, I'm flying solo. And Cheryl's not feeling well this morning. Hopefully back at it tomorrow. Gary, answering our poll question today, do you have a pet on Love Your Pet Day? He says, yes, a Jack Russell Terrier named Tucker. And Nancy says, the twist gets people up and dancing for sure. No doubt about it. I wanted the twist right here in my chair. There's something about that song. That's why it was such a hit. It just gets you up and going. So no doubt about that. So we were talking about the idea that our daughter was in town last week. I know we've talked about it a lot, but we share our lives with you guys. And different things would come up, like I said, where we realize their age. We kind of catch their age and go, okay, they've never heard of this or that, especially when we were watching the Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary. There's a lot of things that they didn't know about or had never heard of. And it just wasn't for them. So I thought this was funny. A viral video going around. A woman posted a video of her son doing some math and realizing that she was only 17 years old when she had him.
Yeah, we are 17 years apart.
I had you when I was 17.
Were you in college or were you in high school when you had me?
I was in high school.
What? Did you ever make it to college?
I didn't go to college.
Because of me?
No, not because of you. I could have still went to college if I wanted to.
Basically, you couldn't go to college because you had to take care of me, and
well, I took care of you, right?
You would have to take care of me.
I love his first reaction. Wait, what? You were in high school and you had me? Now, it doesn't say how old the kid was. Let's see. I don't know. I didn't watch the video. I just listened to the audio. Let's see. Yeah.
We are 17 years apart.
Why do you say that?
What? Wait, but how?
What do you mean, how?
How?
What do you mean? I had you when I was 17.
He looks like maybe he's 8 or 9 doing the math.
Why?
Were you in college or were you in high school when you had me?
I was in high school.
What? Did you ever make it to college?
Bro, what? Didn't go to college.
Because of me?
No, not because of you. I could have still went to college if I wanted to.
But then I had me. Basically, you couldn't go to college because you had to take care of me.
I think it's fantastic. Wait, hold on. So there's 17 years difference between my age and your age. So, wait, I'm doing the math, Mom. What? I love it. I love it. Sometimes the differences in generations are make your head crack open with some of the way that the kids do things. We had a story earlier today, that wiretaps on some members of the mafia are complaining about the young recruits in the mafia. Oh, these kids these days, they don't know what we go through. They just want to shoot somebody and leave them there. No, you got to clean up and dig a hole. These kids, they complain the whole time they're digging a hole. Oh, come on. Forget about it. And then there's other times where you realize the difference and you're kind of like, it's really funny, the things that they think of. So growing up in Chicago, Mike Ditka, Chicago Bears, legend, icon. I remember talking about Mike Ditka with my kids. They were, I don't know, I want to say around 16 and 13 maybe around those ages. And the one says, no, I know Mike Ditka. Yeah, he's the steak sauce guy. And I felt like I failed as a parent at that point. And I had to do a lot of teaching to my children from then on about who's who and how people will do commercials, because I certainly don't want them to only think of Michael Jordan as the gym shoe guy. So anyway, let's take a break. When we come back, we got more silly stories. And of course, in the 8 o'clock hour, we've got the dumb criminal of the day, caught Home Alone style. So how do you like that? Stick around for that.
Spring enrollment at St. Joseph's College in Rensselaer is open. Register now for healthcare certification classes starting in February and March. Choose from billing and coding specialist, nursing assistant, phlebotomy, and EKG technician. Scholarships available as well as campus housing. If you're looking for a career in healthcare, gain your certification in 1 to 4 months. Kickstart your career today. Apply at St. Joseph's College today at stjo.edu.
Welcome back to the pregame show. Just ahead of today's game between the Big Box Store and Kem's Hardware and Lumber, College Square, Rensselaer. Tom, on paper, it looks like it's going to be a great matchup.
Thanks, Bill. You're right. This matchup between the Big Box Store and Kem's Hardware and Lumber should be one for the ages. The box store on paper might appeal to some, but Kem's Hardware and Lumber comes into this contest led by the wily veteran Fred Kim. He's been leading Kim since 1987, and he's pretty much seen it all. This Kim's roster is packed with proven winners like Paint from Richards Paint. They might be a small regional Florida company, but they're keeping your money in the U.S. and you're getting a signature paint for a signature look. Plus, Kim's has everything you need to get your home looking the way you want it and to keep it that way. With great plumbing and electrical departments, as Fred Kim told me a little bit ago, they've got you covered from the roof to the basement. So let's head back to the studio.
Thanks, Tom. This matchup will be one for the ages and should be legendary.
Are you ready for a mouthful of deliciousness? The Good Table in Kentland is bringing back the crave-worthy pizza. Straight to your doorstep, yes, we deliver. Available Thursdays through Sundays between 4 and 8 p.m. A minimum order of $20 for out-of-town deliveries with a $1.50 delivery fee in town and $5 out of town. Call 219-474-3245. The Good Table. Good food, good friends, good times, and now good pizza delivered straight to your door.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all three? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
Head to another season in DeMott to find unique gifts for friends, family, and more.
You may even find a little something for you, like I always do. At Another Season, you'll find Duke Cannon products for men and Capri Blue and Swan Creek candles to make your home smell amazing. The new patch bar is a great way to show off your personal style. Grab patches for things like hats, jackets, and koozies. They'll get all those patches put on your items right there in the store. Explore their gourmet selection of charcuterie essentials for that next get-together. No time to water your flowers? No problem with Forever Flowers. And they don't die.
Need a gift for any reason? Head to Another Season, 605 North Halleck Street in DeMont. Connect with them on Facebook and Instagram for exclusive updates and inspiration.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
I'm sure you've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online.
I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less and shipped directly to your door.
How do I get started with Zelfie?
Just send them a text.
Text FRESH to 200-300 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text FRESH to 200-300 right now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text FRESH to 200-300. That's FRESH to 200-300. FRESH to 200-300.
That spice is 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Hi, my name is Khadijah, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick of the chicken. It's just the right amount of heat, and it gets me excited. And then, pro tip, add that cilantro lime sauce. It cools it down. If the sandwich is at 100, the cilantro lime takes it to 200. It makes me want to, tell all my friends and family.
Order a Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich and a Diet Dr. Pepper on the Chick-fil-A app for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
97.7 FM, WLQI, Rensselaer.
Time for a check of news. This check of news brought to us by Steinke Funeral Home. Visit SteinkeFuneralHome.com to ensure your final wishes are respected. Here's Russ Martin.
Yesterday afternoon, the Rensselaer Police Department released this short message that they're conducting an investigation into the death of a Rensselaer man. Law enforcement stated a suspect is in custody and there is no danger to the public. More information will be released when formal charges are filed by the prosecutor. The Indiana State Police reported they arrested a man from southern Indiana on a felony intimidation charge after reports stated 28-year-old David Allen June Cherry allegedly posted life-threatening statements directed at billionaire Elon Musk on the social media networking app X, formerly known as Twitter. Law enforcement in Texas contacted authorities in Indiana about Cherry, whom they believed resided in southern Indiana. State police detectives began their investigation and located the man in Clarksville, where he was arrested without incident. State law enforcement requested and received a search warrant for his residence and found an AR-15 style rifle, a handgun, ammunition, and a ballistic vest. Cherry is being held without bond. Two versions of bills are in the Indiana State House that would require people seeking election to be on a local school board to do one of three things: declare a political party, that they are independent, or nonpartisan. Once they choose, this is how they would appear on the ballot. The House version would have the candidates appear this way on the primary ballot only, while the Senate version would have the candidates choose a description on both the primary and general election ballot. This is for elected school boards only. On the handful of school corporations that have appointed school boards in Indiana, such as Rensselaer, political party or nonpartisan status would not have to be disclosed to the city council or township trustees who make the appointments. We spoke with Rensselaer Parks and Recreation Director Heather Hall about several programs coming up in the spring and summer. She also talked about specific plans for Brookside Park.
We are going to be putting a new roof on Gifford Shelter. We're going to make continued improvements to LaRue Memorial Pool, including a new roof, and we're going to be replacing the diving board. We're going to continue to put our Jackson pickleball courts in. Those will get surfaced and striped this spring. There will be several camp opportunities for the youth of our community.
The complete interview with Heather Hall can be heard on our websites at the News Link and Newsmakers tab. We recently spoke with Jasper County Sheriff Pat Williamson about a number of bills being discussed during this session of the state legislature that pertain to law enforcement. Our full interview with the sheriff can also be heard at our websites under News and Newsmakers. And Spring Mill State Park in Mitchell will feature an event on Saturday and Sunday that explores the hardships of winter in the Civil War. A speech will be given by a man depicting President Lincoln at 12:45 Eastern Time each day at the grist mill. A winter battle reenactment will be presented at 2 p.m. each day, and those in attendance will be directed to a viewing area for the battle. They'll also be able to converse with the soldiers and more. Park admission is $7 per Indiana vehicle and $9 for those living out of the state. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe and well, everyone. I'm Russ Martin.
Saying goodbye to a loved one is never easy. In your time of sorrow, look to Steinke Funeral Home of Rensselaer in Morocco to assist you and your family, offering funeral and memorial services ranging from traditional to uniquely innovative and personal, along with burial services, cremation options, and celebrations of life. Steinke Funeral Home offers complete care, allowing you to comfort your family while they take care of the details. If it's time to say goodbye to a loved one or you're pre-planning for your own service, call Steinke Funeral Home at 219-866-5151 or visit steinkefuneralhome.com.
Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
88-year-old Pearl Schoon Hoffman of Wheatfield passed away on Thursday, February 13th. Visitation will take place on Friday from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. at First Church near Wheatfield. Funeral services for Pearl Schoon Hoffman will take place at 11 a.m. Friday at First Church, officiated by Pastor John Hill. Interment will take place at Holland Cemetery. To share a memory with the family, visit jacksonfuneral.com. Arrangements entrusted to Jackson Funeral Chapels. 64-year-old Dennis Wilson of Madeiraville passed away on Sunday, February 9th. A celebration of life for Dennis Wilson will be held at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday at Frame Mortuary, Quarry Albright Chapel, Madeiraville. Memorial contributions may be made to the American Cancer Society or Pulaski Animal Center. Online tributes may be offered at fraynmortuary.com. Arrangements entrusted to Frame Mortuary, Quarry Albright Chapel, Madeiraville. 85-year-old Edna Riley of Wheatfield passed away on February 18th. Friends may call from 10 a.m. until noon on Tuesday, February 25th at Boersma Funeral Home of Wheatfield. Services for Edna Riley will be held at Boersma Funeral Home at noon on Tuesday. Interment will be in DeMont Cemetery. Boersma Funeral Home Wheatfield entrusted with the arrangements. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to your local food pantry. 82-year-old Carol Pete Pack of Lafayette passed away on February 12th. A memorial service for Pete Pack will be held on Saturday, April 12th, from noon until 2 p.m. Eastern Time at Jane's Gourmet Deli in Lafayette. Burial will take place at Goodland Cemetery and will be held privately. Arrangements entrusted to Gertz, Windler, and Keller Funeral Homes, Brook Chapel. Condolences may be expressed at kellerfh.com. 69-year-old Kent Sesson of Morocco passed away on Saturday, February 15th. No public arrangements will take place. Steinke Funeral Home of Rensselaer is handling cremation arrangements. In lieu of flowers, contributions in Kent Sisson's memory may be made to St. Jude, the Salvation Army, or Santa's Chefs at Post Office Box 392, Morocco. Memories and condolences may be shared with the family at steinkefuneralhome.com. 78-year-old William Elmer Hahn of Park Forest, Illinois, passed away on Tuesday, February 4th. Private gravesite services and burial for William Elmer Hahn will be held at Culver Masonic Cemetery, with Reverend Stephen Felici Shia officiating. Memorial contributions may be made to St. Mary of the Lake Catholic Church. Online tributes may be offered at fraynmortuary.com. Local arrangements have been entrusted to Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. 59-year-old Timothy Tim Voorhees of Winnemac passed away on Wednesday, February 19th. Cremation will take place at Frame Crematory, Winnemac. The family will host a celebration of life of Tim Voorhees at a later date. Private burial will take place Memorial contributions may be made to the Winnemac Volunteer Fire Department or Haven Hospice. Online tributes may be offered at FraneMortuary.com. Arrangements entrusted to Frane Mortuary, Winnemac. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather sponsored by Rensselaer Care Center, recently named by Newsweek one of America's best nursing homes.
Partly sunny with a high of 24. Wind chill going to get as low as 9 below 0 throughout the day today. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low of 8. Wind chill as low as 1. Friday, sunny and a high near 28. Wind chill could hit -1. Friday night, mostly clear with a low of 12. Saturday, sunny with a high of 34. Partly cloudy in the evening with a low around 21. Sunday, partly sunny with a high of 41.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
97.7 The Q.
Touhyville. 2 Touhies are better than 1.
What are you doing up so early?
I'm just waiting.
Just waiting? What are you waiting for?
Waiting for my 15 minutes of fame.
No offense, but you just don't have talent.
Talent? I don't need talent. I'm in radio.
Oh, that's fame. Fame has a 15-minute half-life.
My 15 minutes of fame are over.
More like
15 minutes of lame.
Showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville. Steve Touhy with you here, hanging out, doing our thing on a Thursday morning. Flying solo this morning. Cheryl a bit under the weather. Hopefully back with us tomorrow. You know, that weirdo doing the weather today, that'd be me, said it's going to be as low as -9. Well, guess what? We've been colder than that throughout the day. It's 5 right now, but the wind chill feels like -11. 11 below 0. Woo! Bundle up. Stay warm out there today. That is not good. Hopefully you're not working outside. If you have to, please stay warm. Portion of the show this morning brought to us by Cripsy Head Start. Visit KIRPC.net to find out more about what Cripsy Head Start is doing for kids ages 3 to 5. If you've got a kid or a grandkid in the ages of 3 and 5, you want to look into it more, visit KIRPC.net or KIRPC Head Start on Facebook. Foster and homeless families and families receiving SNAP are automatically eligible for the program. Opportunities for family members to volunteer at the program regularly as well. They also offer breakfast and lunch served family style there at KIRPC Head Start. Also want to mention our friends over at Virk's Fine Jewelry. Lafayette's largest and most complete jewelry store. Over 75 years of exceeding expectations in Mid-North Indiana. Visit them at the corner of 18th and Main and Lafayette. Visit Virks.com. All right, go and answer our poll question if you would. Asking you today on I Love My Pet Day. Do you have a pet? If so, what do you got? Let us know. Let's see, I'm just refreshing, and so far, 80% of you guys have pets, while 20% say no pets. No pets for us. Folks jumping in, sending pictures. There's a picture of Gary's pet Tucker in his Zentner Boilermaker jersey. Yes. Looks like he's ready to pounce on some good food there. All kinds of folks jumping in, letting us know about their pets today on National Love Your Pet Day. So we appreciate that. All right. Coming up in a little bit, we'll get to today's Dumb Criminal, which is, I think, a fun one today. But I came across this bouncing around on the interweb yesterday. And I like to watch a lot of I'm not big on TikTok, but kind of the same thing. YouTube has shorts and Facebook and Instagram have reels. I find myself on Facebook a lot more than I do TikTok, so that's why I don't watch TikTok as much. We're on TikTok. I post our videos to TikTok, but it's just not something I'm on regularly to watch things. So our show right now, as you see us, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and on TikTok. But I saw this and thought it was way cool. Paul McCartney and his band headed to the stage. I don't know where the show was at, but they're walking to the stage, and they're kind of warming up to get on the stage. Listen to what they were singing. One of the guys had an acoustic guitar. Check out what Paul McCartney and his band were singing as they were headed to the stage.
Hey, we're the monkeys.
say we monkey around. We're too busy singing, put anybody down. Hey, hey, we're the monkeys. People say we monkey around. We're too busy singing, put anybody down. Hey, hey, we're the monkeys. We can say we monkey around. We're too busy singing, put anybody down.
Is there anything cooler than Paul McCartney and his band singing the theme song for the Monkees? I mean, I thought that, that was the coolest thing ever. Oh, that was fantastic. And just now on the break, I was just scrolling through Facebook. I saw somebody caught a picture after the SNL 50th anniversary show where both Paul Simon and Paul McCartney performed, with the two of them standing after the show talking to each other on the SNL main stage there. So I thought that was really cool. Melissa says, good morning, Melissa. Thanks for stopping by this morning. So you weren't feeling well for the last week, and now Cheryl's not feeling well this morning. So hopefully she fights through the same way you did. I know you said you were back to work yesterday. So all right. I saw this online on one of the 352,916 different websites that I go to every day to find fun stuff for us to talk about. This one is called thetakeout.com. Foods and drinks with misleading names. Okay. I thought this might be something fun to go through. Welsh rabbit. Okay. Now, I would assume that I'm eating rabbit. If someone said, tonight we're serving Welsh rabbit, I'd be like, oh, is it going to be gamey? Is it? I don't know that I like rabbit. Well, Welsh rabbit has absolutely nothing to do with rabbit meat. Perfectly suitable for vegetarians. Welsh rabbit consists of toasted bread covered in cheddar cheese sauce, mustard, Worcestershire sauce. I can't say Worcestershire sauce. You know what I mean. Cayenne and paprika. So sometimes it comes with a poached egg on top. So Welsh rabbit, nothing to do with a rabbit. Sweetbreads. See? Now just the opposite. Now, I'm just going to take a guess. I think sweetbread is brains, I think. Now I'll look at it. The term sweetbread conjures images of sugary pastries like danishes and rolls. Yes. In reality, it's something entirely different. Far from an enticing dessert you may enjoy after your main meal at a restaurant, sweetbread refers to organ meat, specifically the thymus, a gland in the throat, or pancreas of young animals like calves or lambs. So, although they also sometimes come from pigs. Okay, so I was wrong. I thought I thought sweetbread was brains. Black pudding. There's nothing sweet, creamy, or chocolatey about black pudding. I've heard of black pudding and have no desire to ever try it. Okay, black pudding, far more likely to appear on a hearty breakfast plate, they say in Great Britain, frequently paired with savory accompaniments like fried eggs or sauteed mushroom. Black pudding is usually made from pork. From pork blood, mixed with various herbs and spices, and either oatmeal or barley. Depending on the region, blood from animals such as cows and sheep can also be used, giving the sausages a subtle, different flavor. No, thank you. I'm going to pass on that. Head cheese. Contrary to its name, head cheese has nothing to do with dairy. Oh, good. Then let me have some. Just the picture of it looks gross. It's a meat product, specifically a dish made primarily from the head of a pig. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm going to pass. So head cheese made with actual head. No, thank you. Of course, Rocky Mountain oysters are a delicacy. I believe they are testicles. I think we talked about this one before because they're not oysters. Rocky Mountain oysters hail from the farm. This is where livestock, more precisely cattle, sheep, or other animals supply the main ingredient of this somewhat unusual dish testicles. Rocky Mountain oysters. If someone says, "Oh, you like oysters? How about Rocky Mountain oysters?" Just say, I'm going to pass. Okay. Refried beans. Are you going to tell me that refried beans are not beans? Because this is going to really throw me off. Refried beans are a staple in Mexican restaurants. This delicious bean putty is a welcome addition to the bolder and spicier flavors of Mexican and Tex-Mex cuisines. While their name implies otherwise, refried beans are not actually fried twice. Refried beans, which are usually made from pinto beans, are cooked in water until soft and then mashed and fried with flavorful ingredients such as onion, garlic, and spice. Okay, so it's just that they're not fried twice. Okay, no problem. Egg cream. I believe this is, I think seltzer and chocolate. I think maybe milk. Egg cream contains 3 ingredients, none of which are eggs or cream. That said, the frothy beverage contains dairy in the form of whole milk, chocolate syrup, and seltzer. I knew that I had heard of that before. Lady fingers, of course, are not fingers of a lady. They're just little like savory biscuits. Now, this is the name of the thing. Don't get all mad at me. And it looks like just a raisin muffin. This is a thing called spotted dog railway cake, also known as spotted dick. It's a steamed pudding peppered with dried fruit like raisins or currants. Does not look tasty at all. I'm just going to say. Truffle oil. Okay. Celebrated for their intense and earthy flavor and aroma, truffles are not easy to cultivate and harvest. In the wild, truffles grow beneath the ground in close proximity to certain trees, are usually foraged and helped with the help of pigs or trained dogs. The seasonal fungus is also tricky to cultivate. The limited supply gives truffles their steep price tag. To circumvent this scarcity, chefs and producers have come up with the next best thing, truffle oil. While the most authentic truffle oil is indeed infused from pieces of truffle, then that's what it is. Stop. Okay, corned beef. This is one that I've never looked up and I'm curious about. Does it have to do with corn? It's a comfort food that pairs well with fried potatoes, cabbage steaks, and it makes for a great sandwich. I get made fun of regularly because I will order a Reuben without the sauerkraut, which I have had people say to me, isn't that just a corned beef sandwich? Why don't you order that? Because it's not the same. I just don't like the corned beef part. I like the sauce. I like the cheese. I like the hotness of it. But I just don't like the cabbage on there, the sauerkraut. They say the word corned in the name of the dish refers to the coarse salt used to cure the meat. So corned beef is one of the most traditional ingredients in British dish called bubble and squeak. All right, there you go. A fry-up that also includes potatoes and cabbage. So chicken of the woods looks like a mushroom. So it's not actually chicken. Yep, so it is a mushroom. Cream crackers. I'm going to guess not made with cream. Square biscuits with round corners are light and crunchy in texture, thanks in part to their distinctive air pockets. However, despite their creamy flavor and name, the savory snack contains no actual cream. Gunpowder tea. Not actually gunpowder. Okay. Makes sense. It's contrary to what the name implies. There's absolutely no gunpowder in gunpowder tea. Instead, the brew, which originated in China in the 7th century, is composed of the same leaves as green tea. The difference lies in the production process. So there you go. Gina says, looks different watching you by yourself. Gina, there's a reason for that. It's just me. I definitely look different by myself than with Cheryl. I also move the camera. So normally the camera would be over here. So I would be looking this way at the camera because if you could see behind a little radio about radio, Cheryl's camera is right there and Cheryl sits over there. So we both look at each other with the cameras facing each other. So while we're talking to each other, the camera would be right on our faces. You might often notice while we're doing the show, that you're getting kind of a side view of me, because here is where I look the majority of the time when Cheryl and I aren't talking, because I've got two computer screens here, one for the stories that I'm reading and playing sound things off of, and then one computer to my left that plays all the commercials. And if and like after my show, that's where all the music goes in and all that stuff. So I thought today, since I was going to be here by myself, I would move the camera to in front of me, so it made a little more sense that I was looking directly at you guys while we were hanging out. Tina says we have some spotted dick pudding in our cabinet. It was a gag gift for Rich. That's very funny. So yeah, I guess if you like raisins and fruit and stuff, it's fine. It didn't look that good. The muffin looked a little dry. I don't know. Anyway, all right, let's take a break. When we come back, it is time for the Precision Security Dumb Criminal of the Day. So stick around for that.
So you're telling me I can get any Quiznos 8-inch sub for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
So I can order an 8-inch Baja Chicken Club for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
Or a Black Angus Steakhouse for $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Or a French dip, or a steakhouse cheddar, or a peppercorn steak.
For $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Only at Quiznos in Wheatfield, right across from KV.
$5.55 after 5 for any 8-inch sub at the Quiznos in Wheatfield. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Download the Quiznos app today.
Hello? Hey, man. I need your help.
Doing what?
Well, see, I'm clearing out the garage and I need help loading my truck and taking the junk to the landfill. It should only be 3 or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 trips.
Just get a dumpster from Patriot Dumpster Service instead. It'll be faster.
A dumpster? Oh, I don't want to spend a lot on this.
Not so fast, my friend. Patriot Dumpster Service has very reasonable and competitive rates. Plus, they'll help you get the right size dumpster for your job. They drop it off, you fill it up, and they'll come back and take it away. No fuss, no muss.
How do I get a hold of them?
Just go to patriotdumpster.in and click on Book Now. Pick the dates you need the dumpster for, and it's yours for up to 14 days.
Well, that sounds easy.
Oh, it is, and you don't have to worry about scratching up your truck and getting hurt with all that loading and unloading.
Thanks. So when are you coming over?
I gotta go.
I wish my friends were as dependable as Patriot Dumpster Service.
Let the friendly and reliable team at Patriot Dumpster Service, a family-owned and operated company that puts their customers first. Patriot Dumpster Service, serving Valpo to Monticello and Catlin to Wanata and all points in between. You can trust Patriot Dumpster Service to handle your waste management needs with integrity, reliability, and a genuine dedication to your satisfaction. Visit them today at patriotdumpster.in.
Did you know that Jasper County REMC offers scholarships for local students along with fun and educational opportunities throughout the year? Whether it's learning about how state government runs and how bills become laws, to fun and educational camps along with life-changing educational adventures. To find out more about the opportunities Jasper County REMC provides for local students, visit jasperremc.com and click on the Community tab and then select Student Opportunities.
What are those?
I brought the new Multiply the Money scratch-offs from the Hoosier Lottery. With multiple ways to play, they multiply the fun.
Get ready to reel in multiple chances to win up to $500,000. Please play responsibly.
Hi, welcome to Staples. Hi, I hear Staples can print it all for my business.
Oh, if you can think it, Staples can print it, and will beat any print quote.
Oh, great. I'm thinking new brochures and yard signs.
No problem.
I'm thinking calendars, t-shirts, and pens.
Totally.
I'm thinking Staples is the place for printing.
I thought you might think that.
Right now at Staples, get up to $250 off your print purchase. Ends 4/5 exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for offer details. Price match guarantee valid in store and staples.com/print. Visit staples.com/price match for details.
Bombas makes the most comfortable socks, underwear, and t-shirts.
Warning, Bombas are so absurdly comfortable you may throw out all your other clothes.
Sorry, do we legally have to say that?
No, this is just how I talk, and I really love my Bombas.
They do feel that good. And they do good, too. One item purchased equals one item donated.
To feel good and do good, go to bombas.com/radio and use code radio for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/radio and use code radio at checkout.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-549-TERM. 866-549-TERM. 866-549-TERM.
Touhyville. 2 Touhies. That's a lot of Touhy.
Attention, creative types.
All right, start the show.
Whoa. Not so fast.
Sorry.
Too much coffee.
Too much coffee. I also love coffee.
Well, then, we should work well together.
Work. Who wants to go back to work?
I'm just a radio talk show host.
It's not what you call hard work.
You want to work? Fine, work. Okay, it's showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville. Steve Touhy with you here, having fun on a super delightful Thursday morning. Thank you guys so much for getting up and spending your morning with us here on the Q98 Gold. Flying solo this morning. Cheryl a bit under the weather. Hopefully back with us tomorrow. Hopefully she'll be feeling better. Get some rest today, some meds and things like that, and hopefully be in better shape. We're powered up each and every morning by Jasper County REMC. Powered up online, streaming, WLQI977.com, as well as 981WIBN.com. Streaming on video, the Q, as well as Touhyville Facebook pages. Having some kind of issue today with 98 Gold Facebook page. Even though I'm wearing a 98 Gold shirt today, it said it wouldn't connect. I have to figure out what's going on to give my buddy Zuck a call later and say, hey, with the Zuck, it's not working. Jasper County RMC also powering us up as we stream on YouTube and on TikTok as well. Time now for the Precision Security Dumb Criminal of the Day.
Perhaps it's time you tried a new profession. What I mean is, you don't seem to be a very good thief. Maybe you should try something else.
Today's dumb criminal comes to us from way over the pond, over yonder in England. Okay? And this is a fun one. Paul Howell, 56, was seen on closed-circuit television, kind of like, like Ring doorbell or, video cameras or whatever. Surveillance cameras, prowling around the back of a house at around 3 a.m. back in November. He was spooked when he tripped over a string tied to a bucket of water, which tipped over and soaked his shoes. He was walking along. Someone had booby-trapped the house, kind of Home Alone style. So he's walking through, tripped over a string tied to a bucket, tipped over, got him all wet. He didn't know what was going on. Didn't want to get caught. He got soaking wet while he was prowling around the yard, getting ready to probably sneak into the house. So that scared him off, and he took off. Of course, as he was leaving, the homeowner was heard saying,
"You guys give up, or you're thirsty for more?"
I love it. He got busted Home Alone style. So with that, he took off. That was it. That was enough to scare him off. Howell fled the property. Was caught a few days later. The savvy homeowner laid a simple trap at their home, which had been targeted several times before. So that was enough to scare him off. When they spotted the upturned bucket, they checked their closed-circuit TV and contacted the police. Officers recognized the crook and arrested him at his home just days later. He was charged in connection with 2 separate burglary offenses the following week at another address. On that occasion, the burglar forced entry into the property before stealing jewelry and bicycles. He is also, of course, charged with being today's dumb criminal. Let Precision Security protect your home or business and your property with surveillance cameras. They can do that. Hardware, locksmith, surveillance, and more. Precision Security, 219-866-7171. Key and digital entry access control for your home or your business. Camera surveillance as well. Mike can get you set up. Or maybe it's just a simple, I locked my keys in my car. You got to help me out, Mike. 219-866-7171. 24 on call, 24/7 service with Precision Security. Visit them at pgr.glass. Go and like Precision Security on Facebook as well to keep up to date on all the things that are going on with Precision Security. Once again, 219-866-7171. Put that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it.
Weather is brought to you by Jasper County REMC.
Partly sunny with a high of 24. Wind chill going to get as low as 9 below zero throughout the day today. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low of 8. Wind chill as low as 1. Friday, sunny and a high near 28. Wind chill could hit -1. Friday night, mostly clear with a low of 12. Saturday, sunny with a high of 34. Partly cloudy in the evening with a low around 21. Sunday, partly sunny with a high of 41.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Home. It's so many things to so many people. It's your sanctuary, your place to host parties with friends and family, your place to relax in front of the front porch or run with the dog in the backyard. The team at Jenkins Realtors have been helping people like you find the home for everything that you need it to be since 1976. If you're looking to buy or sell your home, let the Jenkins team be your team. Call Jenkins Realtors today at 219-866-5908. or visit JenkinsRealtorsInc.com. Jenkins Realtors. Trusted, respected, recommended.
Weighing my options in the morning can be a lot. Sweater or scarf, coffee or OJ, McGriddles or McMuffin. Well, at McDonald's, they're keeping my mornings simple and savory. See, I can grab 2 delicious breakfast sandwiches for just $6. The options? An iconic sausage McMuffin with egg and a savory sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. So, if you're like me and wondering which breakfast sandwich should I dig into first, well, let McDonald's help you out. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal, single item or regular price.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all 3? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
Welcome back to the pregame show. Just ahead of today's game between the Big Box Store and Kim's Hardware and Lumber, College Square, Rensselaer. Tom, on paper, it looks like it's going to be a great matchup.
Thanks, Bill. You're right. This matchup between the Big Box Store and Kim's Hardware and Lumber should be one for the ages. The box store on paper might appeal to some, but Kim's Hardware and Lumber comes into this contest led by the wily veteran Fred Kim. He's been leading Kim's since 1987, and he's pretty much seen it all. This Kim's roster is packed with proven winners like Paint from Richards Paint. They might be a small regional Florida company, but they're keeping your money in the U.S. and you're getting a signature paint for a signature look. Plus, Kim's has everything you need to get your home looking the way you want it and to keep it that way. With great plumbing and electrical departments, as Fred Kim told me a little bit ago, they've got you covered from the roof to the basement. So let's head back to the studio.
Thanks, Tom. This matchup will be one for the ages and should be legendary.
Brad Gutwein from Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
In a small town, it's how you treat your customer. You treat everybody the way you want to be treated. It really is that simple. We have customers that we've been doing business with for 4 generations, and that is only because they trust us, we trust them, and that's the way you've got to build your business. We have to build any business.
Gutwein Motor Company in Monon has been serving the surrounding area for over 80 years.
Cars 80 years ago were pretty simple. But one thing that hasn't changed, the customer wants to feel like they're in charge of the transaction. They know what's going on, and they are comfortable with what's happening. That, I don't think, has ever changed. We always want to be upfront with the customer, tell them exactly what's happening, exactly the process that's going to happen. One thing I would like to say to everybody that has supported us over the 80 years, thank you very much.
You'll like the way we do business at Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
Did you know that Jasper County REMC offers scholarships for local students along with fun and educational opportunities throughout the year? Whether it's learning about how state government runs and how bills become laws, to fun and educational camps along with life-changing educational adventures. To find out more about the opportunities Jasper County REMC provides for local students, visit jasperremc.com and click on the Community tab and then select Student Opportunities.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Looking to get doctor-prescribed medication like Ozempic or Wegovy? Zelty can help you get GLP-1 medications affordably, whether you have insurance and even if you don't, and 100% online. It's simple. Just text coverage to 200-300 to get started. Zelty can help you get Ozempic, Wegovy, or Zepbound covered by your insurance company, so you pay as little as $0 for the medication if prescribed. No insurance? No problem. Zelty can ship semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and Zepbound, for as little as $151 a month versus $1,000 plus for name brand medications. Either way, it's high quality medical care, weight loss coaching, and access to game-changing medications, all 100% online with Zelty and affordable with or without insurance. So don't wait. Text coverage to 200-300 to get started today on your weight loss journey with Zelty. Text now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text coverage to 200-300. That's coverage to 200-300. Text coverage to 200-300.
Touhyville. Now even Touhier.
What day is it? Look at the calendar.
It's Thursday.
Thursday.
It's Thursday, and you have changed something in this room. I've changed my mind.
About what?
About waking up.
What else is there to do?
Going back to sleep. Wake up! Wake up! Please, wake up!
Why?
Why? You're gonna miss out. You're going to miss it.
Miss what? The show. Show's not over.
In fact,
It's showtime.
Welcome to Touhyville. Steve Touhy with you here, hanging solo this morning. Solo, I hit the ground. What? Hello. No, I just Cheryl's under the weather a bit today. Gina says the kiddos wore her out. Now she has to recover. That might be a little bit of it. Just that, and just needing a good night's sleep, and so she stayed home today. Hopefully back with us tomorrow for some of the fun. Our poll question today on National Love Your Pet Day. Do you have a pet? Yes or no? And tell us what pet or pets you have. So we joke about it all the time, and I was just looking through it on my phone right now. So my time hop, on your phone, the thing that comes up with your memories from years past. Mine is just regularly filled with my dog. So nothing from a year ago, but 2 years ago. Here's me and Ace just hanging out at home. Then took another one of him, sitting on my lap. Then, let's see, 3 years ago, sitting on my lap. I know, I've got problems. Then 4 years ago, sitting up by the window. I'm aware I have issues. Then 4 years ago, walking around in the snow, just having some fun out there in the snow. So, yes, I'm not so cuckoo with my dog. So came across this National Love Your Pet Day. A poll looked at the top ways we show our pets some love. Okay. Playtime. 15% said playing with their pet is the top way they show them love. Giving them treats and gifts, 13%. Cuddling them, 12%. Telling them I love you, 10%. Just hanging out with them, 10%, like watching TV. I do all of those things. I mean, it is really funny. It's gotten to the point now in the house where Ace will follow me around wherever I go. If I go just to run upstairs to Cheryl's domain, she's got her bedroom and a giant closet the size of a bowling alley. We call it the bowling alley. So I just run upstairs just to say hi. I will tell him, listen, coming right back downstairs. You don't need to run all the way up the stairs because he's little. It's a lot to run. He doesn't listen. Right up the stairs. I'll be up there for 5 minutes. Walk back downstairs. He'll run right back down the stairs. So he hangs with me probably about 85% of the time. He will hang in the bat cave. He will come and lay on my chair next to me. So all those things. Treats, Always got to get treats. Cuddle all the time. Tell them I love them all the time. They say the next is a tie, carrying on conversations with them. Absolutely. Now, the story puts 3 question marks after carrying on a conversation with them. Absolutely. I carry on a conversation with him. I talk to him all the time. Sometimes I put in his parts where I will come home and say, hey, Ace, how was your day? Did you ever have time? Looking out the window? Yelling at anyone that came within 300 feet of our house? Ace believes that no other humans and or animals or even cars should be allowed on our block, because he yells and screams at them every time they come by. So they say giving them kisses and letting them sleep in your bed is also a 3-way tie on 6th place on this list. Yep, do all those things. Taking them to places like parks and beaches. I feel like we got to do that more. Not beaches. I don't know. I don't know if you would like the beach. There's a pet-friendly beach in South Haven where we've been going the last couple of years, where we may take him next year. He just gets crazy with other dogs. Like I said earlier, thinks he's the same size as them. So, but he likes dog parks. Likes to go to the dog park at Fair Oaks. 2% said the top way they show their pets some love is by dressing them up in costumes. No, they don't like that. I talked to them. I talked to all the dogs. They don't like that. They said, nope, knock it off. Yesterday, we talked about a guy who had a bad day in the morning, whose alarm went off, and he accidentally was setting off an emergency alert and all that stuff. We've all had a rough time at work before. Maybe you do something wrong. And maybe you hit a reply all to an email that was meant to just for one person. You typed in some things maybe you shouldn't have. R-rated fortune cookies got sent to the wrong restaurants. Oops. There's a Vietnamese restaurant in Australia that hands out custom R-rated fortune cookies to customers for fun, and they love it. So they ordered a bunch for Valentine's Day. Okay. The fortune cookie company made a giant mistake. They got the messages right, but accidentally shipped them to a bunch of other restaurants that get their fortune cookies. So a bunch of other restaurants, I'm assuming in Australia, have dirty fortune cookies. So you might want to watch if you're grabbing some Chinese food. Not around here, but in Australia, I'm thinking. People who got the fortune cookies were quite upset. Here's the kind of thing that they got. One said, you're capable of great things, but all you do is look at your phone all day. You won't be that great. Sorry. So they're not all dirty. They're just fun. I love that. One said, the year of the snake bears good fortune. Your divorce is coming soon. Well, let's show that one on Valentine's Day. Honey, I don't have any choice. It's right here in the fortune cookie. We have to get divorced. The restaurant that ordered them found out about it when the company emailed to say they weren't doing dirty words anymore. The restaurant owner said it was their mistake, not hers, but they said that they're not taking any more chances. They'll do silly messages or even rude ones, but just no profanity, because those are the ones that people got upset. I couldn't read any of the profane ones because obviously we're on the radio. We cannot do that. That gets us into trouble. Talking about the pets, Gina says Bo does the same. Cars, trucks, animals, whatever. He barks forever. That's Ace. We can't quite figure out. I would love to be able to understand them someday, to read their minds, to know what they're thinking, because he goes so crazy at the mailman or mailwoman when they walk by the house. He seems so angry, Ace does. But if they were there with him, he would just run up and roll over and want his belly rubbed. So I don't understand the weird viciousness behind the window. And then But if he actually went up to the person, I think he'd be fine. I think he would love to just hang out and get love from the from the mailman or mailwoman. Coming soon, the Oscars will be here. This weekend is the SAG Awards. There's all kinds of award shows. And how do you keep track? Well, the awardees.
The Emmys, the Golden Globes, the Grammys, the Tonys, the Oscars. So many award shows, so little time.
And the winner is...
Which ones are worth watching?
You know I haven't got my glasses.
Find out with the awardees.
I picked up the wrong cards.
The only awards show that awards to awards shows worth watching.
The Emmy for directing for a variety special goes to the Oscars.
Yes, whether you stream the awardees or watch the awardees on TV, one thing's for sure. The awardees awards won't be awarded to awards shows that aren't worth awards, which awards you with time away from awards shows.
Thank you to the Academy.
The awardees. Awarding awards never felt so rewarding. Now that deserves an award.
Thank you, everybody.
The awardees for award shows. Awards for award shows that are award shows awards. Yes. A judge tried to get out of jury duty. Now, you would think that a judge would be perfect for jury duty based on the job. Also, I would think that a judge would be excluded from jury duty. I would think it would kind of be one of those things like, wait a minute, this is my everyday job. I'm just going to move from being there to over here. I would think that wouldn't work. That said, a judge in upstate New York was forced to resign. Woo! After he made some wild statements during a jury screening process where he was a prospective juror. Richard T. Snyder, in court transcripts, he said he was a judge, but that he could not be impartial. Oops. No, I was just trying to get out of jury duty. I wasn't being truthful. I was just trying to not be here for this. I hate being in court. I mean, I don't hate it like when I'm over there. I don't like it over here. Oh boy. He said he could not be impartial. He said, I know everybody that comes in front of me, they're guilty. They would not be in front of me if they were innocent. He was asked again if he could set any preconceived notions aside, and he responded, no, it would not be fair. Naturally, he was dismissed from the case, but the judge in that case then reported him to state officials for saying if someone comes in front of him, they must be guilty. Probably bad. Probably going to be bad for him and a lot of other folks that have been in front of him, because I would think you're going to have to now look into all kinds of misconduct. A judicial commission interviewed him. Richard said he understood that defendants are supposed to be considered innocent until proven guilty, but he still felt that people wouldn't be in court if they didn't commit crimes. Wowzers! Are you stinking kidding me? He said his interpretation of innocent until proven guilty was that guilty people were brought to court to have it made official and get sentenced. Oh my gosh. I know that we have lawyers and judges that listen to this show. Please tell me this is not a normal way of thinking. I assume it's not because he was forced to resign. But what in the world? Are you kidding me? Richard was forced to resign and agreed to never serve as a judge again. He was elected a decade ago, was not a lawyer before that. You don't have to be a lawyer to become a judge? I didn't know that. I thought you had to be a lawyer first. A state official said it is bad enough that a judge would seek to avoid such a fundamental civic responsibility as jury service. Again, maybe I'm crazy. I don't think they should have to do that. It is astounding that a judge would claim an inability to be impartial. Yes, especially considered that's kind of the job. There would Be like me saying I can't possibly push buttons. I refuse to. Kind of in the job. Kind of got to do that. It says an inability to be impartial and to declare under oath that the accused must be guilty or they would not be in court. Woof. We could have skipped the dumb criminal today and just went right to dumb judge. Could have gone that route instead. Wow, is that scary to me? Holy mackerel. Pepsi is supposedly bringing back the Pepsi Challenge. Now, I want to see, let me find the story here. Hold on. Because I want to see if it's still going to be Coke and Pepsi. For those my age, that was giant. I remember the commercials were so big, it was a big deal to go to the grocery store and take the Pepsi Challenge. This is from allrecipes.com. Pepsi's bringing back the beloved offering for the first time in 50 years, meaning the Pepsi Challenge. If you have a preference between Pepsi and Coke, as many do, you know they're far from interchangeable. Each has a distinct flavor, no doubt. It's uncommon for fans to feel a strong sense of loyalty to their favorite brand. Oh, it's not uncommon, rather. Recently, Costco announced in its food court the switch to Coca-Cola products, sparking a lively debate among shoppers. The strong opinions on each side have people wondering if you tried Coke and Pepsi in a blind taste test, do you think you would guess correctly? I absolutely think I would guess correctly. And I think I'm going to go today and I'm going to get both Coke and Pepsi, and I will take the Pepsi Challenge. I'll do it. I'll let Cheryl go out in the other room, set them both up, and I will take it. I'm going to say there's a 90% chance I get them correct. In 1975, PepsiCo launched a marketing campaign known as the Pepsi Challenge. I didn't even know that it went back to 75. I remember it from the 80s, where it conducted taste tests all over the country, including malls and grocery store parking lots, to prove that Pepsi can stand against fellow soda aisle giant Coca-Cola. The taste tests were a huge success for Pepsi, not only because it received major media attention, which it did, but also because of the waves it made in the beverage world. Many consider it to be one of the reasons Coca-Cola launched New Coke, a reformation that aimed to draw fans back to the brand. It's been 50 years since the iconic campaign debuted, and to celebrate, Pepsi is reviving the challenge by launching nationwide taste tests and giving away free soda. But I guess that now they're doing it with Pepsi Zero Sugar versus Coke Zero, the taste test. So it's funny with our daughter and her boyfriend Harley that was in earlier last week. They both drink Zero Sugar pop, and she had me taste Dr. Pepper Zero. I didn't try the Coke Zero yet. I have it in the fridge though. I tried the Dr. Pepper Zero. Doesn't taste that different. It did have a little. I had it last night with dinner, and it had a little, like, sort of diet aftertaste to me, just a little, but not too bad. Christopher says, I can remember the taste test at the grocery stores in the 80s and early 90s. See, that's what I remember, too. I totally remember it in the 80s, going to the grocery store with my parents and wanting to try the Pepsi Challenge. I wanted to see, because I swore that I liked Coke better. So, anyway. All right, that's going to do it for me today on 98 Gold. We're going to wrap things up over there on WIBN. On WLQI, we got to take a break. When we come back, we've got the pizza quiz, and we will end on a high note. Stick around for that.
Hello?
Hey, man. I need your help.
Doing what?
Well, see, I'm clearing out the garage, and I need help loading my truck and taking the junk to the landfill. It should only be 3 or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 trips.
Just get a dumpster from Patriot Dumpster Service instead. It'll be faster.
A dumpster? Oh, I don't want to spend a lot on this.
Not so fast, my friend. Patriot Dumpster Service has very reasonable and competitive rates. Plus, they'll help you get the right size dumpster for your job. They drop it off, you fill it up, and they'll come back and take it away. away. No fuss, no muss.
How do I get a hold of them?
Just go to patriotdumpster.in and click on Book Now. Pick the dates you need the dumpster for, and it's yours for up to 14 days.
Well, that sounds easy.
Oh, it is, and you don't have to worry about scratching up your truck and getting hurt with all that loading and unloading.
Thanks. So when are you coming over?
I gotta go.
I wish my friends were as dependable as Patriot Dumpster Service.
Let the friendly and reliable team at Patriot Dumpster Service, a family-owned and operated company that puts their customers first. Patriot Dumpster Service, serving Valpo to Monticello and Catlin to Wanata and all points in between. You can trust Patriot Dumpster Service to handle your waste management needs with integrity, reliability, and a genuine dedication to your satisfaction. Visit them today at patriotdumpster.in.
What are those?
I brought the new Multiply the Money scratch-offs from the Hoosier Lottery. With multiple ways to play, they multiply the fun.
Get ready to reel in multiple chances to win up to $500,000. Please play responsibly.
Did you know that Jasper County REMC offers scholarships for local students along with fun and educational opportunities throughout the year? Whether it's learning about how state government runs and how bills become laws, to fun and educational camps along with life-changing educational adventures. To find out more about the opportunities Jasper County REMC provides for local students, visit jasperremc.com and click on the Community tab and then select Student Opportunities.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
I'm sure you've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online.
I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less and shipped directly to your door.
How do I get started with Zelfie?
Just send them a text.
Text FRESH to 200-300 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text FRESH to 200-300 right now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text FRESH to 200-300. That's FRESH to 200-300. FRESH to 200-300.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251. Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
This is the Q 97.7 FM WLQI Rensselaer. Start your day in Touhyville and stick around for Northwest Indiana's best classic rock all day long, right here on the Q.
It's time for a check of news. This check of news brought to us by EGC Heating and Air, your locally owned Jasper County American Standard dealer. Here's Russ Martin.
Yesterday afternoon, the Rensselaer Police Department released this short message that they're conducting an investigation into the death of a Rensselaer man. Law enforcement stated a suspect is in custody and there is no danger to the public. More information will be released when formal charges are filed by the prosecutor. The Indiana State Police reported they arrested a man from southern Indiana on a felony intimidation charge after reports stated 28-year-old David Allen June Cherry allegedly posted life-threatening statements directed at billionaire Elon Musk on the social media networking app X, formerly known as Twitter. Law enforcement in Texas contacted authorities in Indiana about Cherry, whom they believe resided in southern Indiana. State police detectives began their investigation and located the man in Clarksville, where he was arrested without incident. State law enforcement requested and received a search warrant for his residence and found an AR-15 style rifle, a handgun, ammunition, and a ballistic vest. Cherry is being held without bond. Two versions of bills are in the Indiana State House that would require people seeking election to be on a local school board to do one of three things: declare a political party, that they are independent, or nonpartisan. Once they choose, this is how they would appear on the ballot. The House version would have the candidates appear this way on the primary ballot only, while the Senate version would have the candidates choose a description on both the primary and general election ballot. This is for elected school boards only. On the handful of school corporations that have appointed school boards in Indiana, such as Rensselaer, political party or nonpartisan status would not have to be disclosed to the city council or township trustees who make the appointments. We spoke with Rensselaer Parks and Recreation Director Heather Hall about several programs coming up in the spring and summer. She also talked about specific plans for Brookside Park.
We are going to be putting a new roof on Gifford Shelter. We're going to make continued improvements to LaRue Memorial Pool, including a new roof, and we're going to be replacing the diving board. We're going to continue to put our Jackson pickleball courts in. Those will get surfaced and striped this spring. There will be several camp opportunities for the youth of our community.
The complete interview with Heather Hall can be heard on our websites at the Newslink and Newsmakers tab. We recently spoke with Jasper County Sheriff Pat Williamson about a number of bills being discussed during this session of the state legislature that pertain to law enforcement. Our full interview with the sheriff can also be heard at our websites under News and Newsmakers. And Spring Mill State Park at Mitchell will feature an event on Saturday and Sunday that explores the hardships of winter in the Civil War. A speech will be given by a man depicting President Lincoln at 12:45 Eastern Time each day at the grist mill. A winter battle reenactment will be presented at 2 p.m. each day, and those in attendance will be directed to a viewing area for the battle. They'll also be able to converse with the soldiers and more. Park admission is $7 per Indiana vehicle and $9 for those living out of the state. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe and well, everyone. I'm Russ Martin.
EGC Heating and Air, your locally owned Jasper County American Standard dealer, is available 7 days a week. They provide high-quality, quick service and a satisfaction guarantee. EGC offers a 1-year labor warranty and a 10-year manufacturer warranty on all new installs. With routine maintenance and expertise, EGC will ensure warm winters and cool summers. Call Brady Eagle 219-335-9575 for a free estimate. Residential or commercial, EGC is your independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
88-year-old Pearl Schoon Hoffman of Wheatfield passed away on Thursday, February 13th. Visitation will take place on Friday from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. at First Church near Wheatfield. Funeral services for Pearl Schoon Hoffman will take place at 11 a.m. Friday at First Church, officiated by Pastor John Hill. Interment will take place at Holland Cemetery. To share a memory with the family, visit jacksonfuneral.com. Arrangements entrusted to Jackson Funeral Chapels. 64-year-old Dennis Wilson of Madeiraville passed away on Sunday, February 9th. A celebration of life for Dennis Wilson will be held at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday at Frame Mortuary, Quarry Albright Chapel, Madeiraville. Memorial contributions may be made to the American Cancer Society or Pulaski Animal Center. Online tributes may be offered at franemortuary.com. Arrangements entrusted to Frame Mortuary, Quarry Albright Chapel, Madeiraville. 85-year-old Edna Riley of Wheatfield passed away on February 18th. Friends may call from 10 a.m. until noon on Tuesday, February 25th at Boersma Funeral Home of Wheatfield. Services for Edna Riley will be held at Boersma Funeral Home at noon on Tuesday. Interment will be in DeMont Cemetery. Boersma Funeral Home Wheatfield entrusted with the arrangements. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to your local food pantry. 82-year-old Carol Pete Pack of Lafayette passed away on February 12th. A memorial service for Pete Pack will be held on Saturday, April 12th, from noon until 2 p.m. Eastern Time at Jane's Gourmet Deli in Lafayette. Burial will take place at Goodland Cemetery and will be held privately. Arrangements entrusted to Gertz, Windler, and Keller Funeral Homes, Brook Chapel. Condolences may be expressed at kellerfh.com. 69-year-old Kent Sesson of Morocco passed away on Saturday, February 15th. No public arrangements will take place. Stanky Funeral Home of Rensselaer is handling cremation arrangements. In lieu of flowers, contributions in Kent Sisson's memory may be made to St. Jude, the Salvation Army, or Santa's Chefs at Post Office Box 392, Morocco. Memories and condolences may be shared with the family at steinkefuneralhome.com. 78-year-old William Elmer Hahn of Park Forest, Illinois, passed away on Tuesday, February 4th. Private gravesite services and burial for William Elmer Hahn will be held at Culver Masonic Cemetery, with Reverend Stephen Felici Shia officiating. Memorial contributions may be made to St. Mary of the Lake Catholic Church. Online tributes may be offered at fraynmortuary.com. Local arrangements have been entrusted to Frayne Mortuary, Winnemac. 59-year-old Timothy Tim Voorhees of Winnemac passed away on Wednesday, February 19th. Cremation will take place at Frayne Crematory, Winnemac. The family will host a celebration of life of Tim Voorhees at a later date. Private burial will take place. Memorial contributions may be made to the Winnemac Volunteer Fire Department or Haven Hospice. Online tributes may be offered at fraynmortuary.com. Arrangements entrusted to Frayne Mortuary, Winnemac. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather sponsored by Rensselaer Care Center, recently named by Newsweek one of America's best nursing homes.
Partly sunny with a high of 24. Wind chill going to get as low as 9 below zero throughout the day today. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low of 8. Wind chill as low as 1. Friday, sunny and a high near 28. Wind chill could hit -1. Friday night, mostly clear with a low of 12. Saturday, sunny with a high of 34. Partly cloudy in the evening with a low around 21. Sunday, partly sunny with a high of 41.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Put on those thinking caps. It's time now for the Pizza Quiz, brought to you by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer. You could win a large one-topping pizza from Rick's Pizza. Be caller number 7 at 866-4104. That's 866-4104. Be caller number 7 right now.
What sets Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer apart from the other pizza places? Rick's is locally owned. Their dough is made fresh daily and hand-tossed, not run through a machine. Cheese is grated daily. Toppings are generous, fresh, and your pizza is baked to perfection in a classic stone oven. Looking to try something different? Try a pineapple, apple butter, or barbecue pizza. Call 866-7466 to place your order. Local delivery is available. Open Tuesday through Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Rick's Pizza. Taste the difference.
All right, it's time now for the Pizza Quiz, brought to us by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer. Your chance to win a one large, one-topping pizza from Rick's Pizza. Hi, good morning. You're calling number 7. Who's this?
Justin.
Hey, Justin. How are you, bud?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. All right, let's see if we can get you a pizza. This is from a long, long time ago. On this date in 1792, 233 years ago, this government office was created. Was it the unemployment office, Social Security office, or the post office? On this date, 233 years ago, this office was created. The unemployment office, Social Security office, or post office? What do you think?
Post office.
Yes, you are absolutely correct, sir. That's a great guess. Hold on a second. I'm going to get your info, and we'll get you a pizza certificate. So hold on, okay? All right. Thank you. That's how we do it here on the Q. We'll do it again tomorrow. See if we can get us a winner.
Winners and families of winners on
To wrap things up on this super fun time Thursday morning, of course, with Cheryl out, I will handle the ending on a high note. I found this from Michael Altschuler. He's an American author and motivational speaker. The bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot. That was a good one for today. So the bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this morning. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed listening to the show today as much as I enjoyed doing it. Have yourself a phenomenal Thursday. We'll do it all again tomorrow right here in Touhyville. Take care.
Morocco Classic Rock lives here.